Yo, 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 what is going on? Restore the Snyderverse community. Welcome to the cool table number 4. It is just two of us right now. Austin and Leon will be joining us shortly, apparently. But we have to go ahead and get it started with you guys. How's everybody doing tonight? What's up, Necron? How you feeling, homie?
Feeling good. Feeling like the parade's been going on weekend and restored.
Oh yeah.
Continuation. Everything's fucking going our way on Snyderverse, my friend.
Oh yeah. You know what? Hold on. Let me go ahead and show this to y'all real quick. So as you guys may have noticed, over in the corner, we got this new logo that we debuted tonight. You know what I'm saying? This is our new logo. I wanted to go ahead and show you guys that. So I can get a good look up at it, you know what I'm saying? This is what we will be using going forward, right? Oh my goodness. What's up, everybody? We got Mads Mama Bear. We got Super Bro Corey. We got Socks in the house. Lucas Ironside. Zod Ryder. What's going on, Zod? How you feeling, sir? I'm so glad everybody's in here tonight. Hold up. Let me see what they're saying about this logo. Y'all rocking with it? You know what I'm saying? Let us know.
I think it's sick. It looks great.
Yeah. I think this thing is pretty dope. So just wanted y'all to get a good look at that. See what they want. See what's going on in this chat real quick.
Right on.
Oh, what up, Bad Dan? We got Bad Dan in the house. Chad Snyderverse.
What's up, Chad?
Koopy Mallet.
Koopy.
Right? What up, Koopy Mallet? Retro Nerd Girl. Oh my goodness.
Classing it up.
Classes up the place.
Classing it up.
Every time, yo. Every single time. We got Kal-El. Oh my goodness, yo. Nice. What's up, everybody? All right. I just got a heads up from one of the cool table members that they will be joining us shortly.
Excellent.
So yeah. What's up, y'all? Look, Necron, let's get to
What's
it.
Up? All right, let's do it.
Let's get to it. So it is a new day at DC, sir.
Yes,
we
sir.
Have the regime change. The regime change seems to be complete, right?
Official. Look, seems like it's official.
Look, Dan Lin is definitely the front runner, right? We just want to say that. It's seeming like, you know, so with him being the front runner, we also know that it is confirmed that they are going to be, really creating a DC Studios brand. So, one, how do you feel about DC Studios being confirmed? And two, how are you feeling just knowing that this whole regime has seemed to be changed out, right? It is actually happening.
Well, I mean, finally with the clouding table gone, there's no more red tape. There's no more blocking. You know, all that bullshit's gone. We don't got to worry about that no more. They're history. So that's one of the best things so far. The clown table's gone. We can still make jokes about the old days on the clown table, but we ain't got to worry about them no more. They're history. They're out of there, dude. And now with and actually having an actual studio, I mean, all they really got to answer to is Zaz, right? They can pretty much greenlight their own films, and Zaz is going to be the only one who's going to either say yay or nay, you know, above them. So, and you see what's going on. You see all the personalities coming back through the front door, I should say. No more back door fucking trying to sneak shit in. You know, you got front door entrances now with Henry and freaking Batflick. It's dude, you couldn't be happier with everything. That's how it's progressing so far. And I know some people out there, they're still like, well, Zach ain't back, you know. Bro, follow your instincts. Zach's coming back. It may not be, you know, next week. It may not even be October, but Zach is coming back. Listen to Mikey Sutton. All these people in here pretty much know, you know, what's going on. They watch Sil and Mikey. Zach's back, just not at this damn moment. but it's all leading the path. The road is leading to Zach and JL too, and
First,
maybe Trinity movie too. Before
right?
that,
Hold on, look.
what's up?
Let me answer Trey from the back channel's question.
Oh,
Austin, the good Austin made that
yep,
new logo.
part of the cool table, homemade.
Austin is fire, yo. Austin comes up with a lot of stuff for us. You know, I promise you, I'm not having him in like a sweatshop or anything. You know, but you know, he just be working, yo, and he just be doing dope stuff for all of us. And so,
Austin's super creative, dude.
Austin is the real MVP.
Yep,
You know,
the behind the scenes
I
MVP.
be saying it. I be saying it. Austin is the MVP, yo.
Yep.
Look, everybody is loving the logo, right?
That's
yeah,
a great
that
logo.
was the good Austin.
The good Austin.
Yeah, they are loving that. But yeah,
fucking Corey cracking me up, dude.
Hey, look, I'm kind of having a hard time understanding what like why some people are unhappy right now. Like, I'm not sure what we really want, right? I mean,
oh yeah,
me as a Zack Snyder fan, all I want, right, is for Zack to come back, for his stuff to be the main focus of DC, which it seems like that's happening, right?
Yeah.
I want these characters and properties to be treated with respect and care. Seems like that's happening. And for the movies that were already shot, I would want them to try to retool them, as best that they can to make them fit, within the timeline, right? And so,
Yeah.
I'm not really having any problems with what David Zaslav is doing. And so that's why it's just a little hard for me to be upset right now. And they keep they saying, hey, I'm going to go hard at Warner Brothers. Like, no. Will I still use the hashtag and stuff in my tweets? Sure. But
yeah.
I don't have anger and or vitriol towards Warner Brothers Discovery right now. I mean, how do you feel about it, Necron?
Well, I guess some people claiming they got post traumatic stress syndrome from the old regime and this and that, and bro, look at everything this new regime has done. They fired the guy. Ray Fisher said, "Well, you get rid of him, I'll come back." Well, guess what? He's leaving October. They're like, "Hey, okay, we'll keep you on until your Black Adam comes out. Then you got to go." And that's what they're basically what they said. So I mean, the show like hatred or I'm boycotting these movies because they're not 100% Zack Snyder, and I mean bullshit. Really, it's fucking bullshit. They're gonna go see them regardless. They're grandstanding on Twitter, just making these big proclamations. Well, I'm not gonna go. Motherfucker, you're lying off your ass. Don't listen to these fools. They're gonna go see these movies, and then they're gonna bitch about them after they see them because it wasn't Henry Cavill's. Exactly. It wasn't Henry Cavill's Black Adam.
It's too much
come
red
on.
tape. It's too much red tape for Zach to come back. You know
I mean, from the reports and I know you all see them too, they are basically begging Zach to come back, not asking, begging. So what's Austin?
No, I was telling Corey that it was Austin.
Oh, Austin. Yeah, man. I these people who are upset, I guess they're just the type of people who get upset, and if they win the lottery, but they didn't get the Powerball. This type of fucking people we're dealing with, and you can never please people like that, man.
Hey, shout out to Osa Fresh, yo. Exit the crown
Osa's
table,
always awesome, dude.
Table. Facts,
I like
yo.
that guy.
Hey,
they get the horns, brother.
Right. What up, Boy Wonder? We got Boy Wonder in the house, yo. We got Venkata. What's happening, yo? Yeah, like, look, see, exactly. DC Studios with DC's reporting to Zaslav with no interference from New Line Cinema and WB Pictures, unlike what it was earlier. Big win.
Bypass.
Exactly, yo. Yo, and that's why Seal and Mikey kept saying, like, yo, even if like Emmerich had stayed, which didn't even happen, he was like, yo, even if Emmerich is there, it's not gonna matter.
He wouldn't have. He couldn't say anything over it. It wasn't his studio.
It's an entirely different studio.
Mm-hmm.
So people been sitting there like, oh, what about Emmerich? Yo, Emmerich is not. Yo, look, can we still clown on these dudes in retrospect? Right?
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, for sure, man.
They can still get them jokes. I'm all for
I'm
it.
still gonna bust on and working
Hamada
over at the
burgers
Arby's and yeah, Hamada burgers,
and starting
Emmerich.
off with an Arby's, all that. You know what I'm saying? Look, all
I
the
heard
jokes,
she's up for assistant manager already. You know.
right? But in terms of like being fearful of like these people, you know, still messing up with the Snyderverse, like, yo, they're all gone. How am I gonna be mad?
They done
Statistics
did
and
everything
sterility,
we
Steve.
wanted. How could the
Chad know what's up.
yeah.
Statistics and soliloquy, you
So
know,
let me bring us a soliloquy. No way.
right? Boy Wonder says, October is awesome. My birthday and Halloween. Look,
Me as
telling
well,
you.
bro. Me as well.
Wait, when's your birthday in October?
October 2nd.
Oh, see, we both Libras, bro.
Yeah,
See,
there you go.
see, yeah, see,
We
right.
balance the scales, brother. We balance the scales.
See, that's why it's such a chill stream. You know what I'm saying? Super
Mm.
Bro Corey says, "Nice, great work, Austin." Hashtag free Austin. Hashtag no sweatshop. Look, it's all good, yo. It's all good. We are having such fun. Yeah, the hate is manufactured. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. You know what? Maybe they just ain't got nothing else to do. It's all they got. Ooh, we got to be mad about something, and and text and complain and get mad. We didn't get 20 fries in our order. I don't know. It's just like,
Hey, integrity has been saying this for what is it, 34 months? I think it is.
geez, ever since I've been in Sill's streams, that's all I've been seeing. That's like
It,
2 years now.
it has
Jeez.
been the same comment, yo. He's like, yo, it's happening. This is the first
And
big
all
do-over.
and all them fools that were making fun of you, you can go now and just laugh in their face and go back and retweet that from the long time ago and show them that, oh, really? Because remember this? Remember this? Remember, just keep going back down the ladder, bro. What socks?
Thoughts to say, since Ezra Miller decided to get help with what's going on and David Zaslav getting them that help, I'm willing to give Ezra a chance and watching the Flash movie when it comes out next year. Look, see, and that's something else too, right?
Yeah.
With Ezra going to go get help, it seems as if that movie's going to come out, Necron, and
Oh, it's coming out.
um,
That's not even a question anymore.
look, and here is the thing about that Flash movie, right? Because you have a lot of people hearing, "Hey, it's really good." The test scores are always the same, pretty much always the best since The Dark Knight. So whatever. But I will say that I wouldn't be surprised if this movie is good. I just think that the ending was going to be what was jacked up. Was that it was going to end in this way that was going to kill off the Snyderverse, right?
Yeah.
So,
The
so
ending was the okey doke. That's where they were just they had a good movie, and then Hamada was trying to throw that bullshit in at the end, erase the Snyderverse with his little plan he had. And it probably didn't even make sense in the movie. I bet you it was just, what's going on? What just happened? Say what?
the worlds merged.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
You know what I'm saying?
You might
With
be able to do that in a comic, but on the big screen, that's not going to go over if they try to erase, everybody and bring in these different people from Batman. Love Michael Keaton. Love the guy. But he's not Batflick.
yeah.
He's not Batflick.
We have Osa saying, anyone have an idea why Gail Simone talking out of the side of her mouth lately? I will say this, all right? I'm being very wary of any outlet, any person, anybody trying to like super just attack or sort of Snyderverse people like out of nowhere right now.
Yeah.
You know, oh wait, no, and wait, because she's a writer, right? For comic books, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait,
Or was she the new Gods director? Am I confused? Or is that someone else?
no, that was Ava DuVernay.
Okay. I get all this shit mixed up.
Nah, no. Hasn't it been said that DC comics has been kind of struggling lately?
Well, it's obvious.
So I think you know, Gail Simone might be lashing out right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
oh, that's okay. Yeah.
Right, yo. They're saying that, you know, there's probably going to be a lot of shakeups, right? The David Zaslav, he's asking for financial reports. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, yo, what's going on over there? And
you
I want to
what
know.
I said. You remember
Right?
what I said about DC Comics, the actual comics of late? They probably sell better if they sent them back to the factory and repurposed them as toilet paper, because that's about what they're worth at this point. I know there's a couple good titles, but the majority of it is terrible, man. Terrible.
Shout out to Neo Sevens. Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus rules. Keep that flamethrower ready.
Right. But yeah, I'm just, look, I'm being very wary of anybody that is just kind of lashing out right now. You know, I'm not paying them no mind, because why, right? If we attack her and go and get all crazy, I think it just like kind of reinforces her point. And then it's like, you know, from the outside looking in, it looks like, you know, she's right.
We're just being toxic and attacking her. There's going to be a lot of like baiting going on, trying to bait people to lash out and come back at them, because all they're going to do is turn around and say, look how toxic they are. But they're not obviously never going to show the part where they baited you or us or whoever. It's just going to be the responses that we're going to have for them.
Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't she? Wait, what project was she working on, Marcus? Let me know in the chat, right? Because yeah, we probably did. Yo, a lot of projects we've put to bed recently. You know what I'm saying? So, I wouldn't be shocked if a few people would be start trying to lash out. The Batgirl directors, I don't think that they lashed out because they had something else coming right out. Like they had that thing Rebel. They're like, yo, you want to support us?
Support our movie. Yeah.
Right. So,
I think them guys are going to be okay anyway, because they're actually not freaking out and making a big stink. They're just like, hey, well, we're rolling to our next project then, you know.
That's Hollywood, man. That is how Hollywood works, right? Stuff get canceled all the time. You just got to move on, you know.
And it's not their fault they got a bunk fucking budget from Walter Hamada, you know, trying to fucking make some joke movie.
With we say it's batting time.
Dude. That's so terrible, dude. I wouldn't even said that. I wouldn't even said that when I was in freaking elementary school. It's batting time.
Neo 7 says she wrote for Batgirl in that Secret Six.
Thank you, Neo. There you go. Well, your terrible comics are getting canceled. Sorry.
No, those were movies.
She was a writer for Batgirl, the movie.
Maybe.
Okay.
Wait, or was that Christina Hodgson? I don't know, man. These Hamada burgers, yo. You know, hey, look. Zod sums it up perfectly.
Yeah,
Batgirl dudes understood that their movie was made under bad intentions. Even they didn't know why Keaton was in there. Real talk, yo.
Yeah, and can you imagine their like confusion? Like, well, what? Where's Ben Affleck? What's going on? Michael Keaton? We in a time machine? What the fuck is going on, man? What's up, Snyder
What's
Queen?
going on, Snyder Queen? Much love and appreciation to
She
you.
gets the horns too.
Yeah,
That
you know
intro
what I'm
she made
saying?
for Zod and Savage. Wow, dude, that looks sick. Did you see that?
Super dope. Yes, I did. I did see it. Right. Yeah. We got Oral saying the Secret Six show must have been canceled. Hey,
There you go. Well, sour beans, man. Sour grapes, sorry. Necron's under the weather tonight, so I'm gonna be saying all type of goofy shit probably.
Koopy says I don't oppose on DC making use of their less popular roster. With the 10-year plan, they could make many short series of various characters tie into the movies. Right, like
That's what HBO Max is for.
Honestly, and I'm all for DC really getting away from Batman for a little while. Look, I love Batman, right?
Of
But
course.
we've done Batman to death, yo, these past couple decades, yo. I've seen more Batman, like it's really getting ridiculous. So look, I love Batman, but hey, outside of Ben Affleck, just put Batman up for a little bit, and then
Let him do his cameos, leading back the Justice League. Maybe and get his movies, but not right off the bat. Let it build up again.
Right. Retro Nerd Girl says, right now I am only listening to Seal and Mikey because everyone else has some kind of agenda. At this point, the band is back, Cavill is back, and the Snyderverse is back.
Exactly.
Thank you, Retro. Like, yo, and I don't think that, we're being, overly optimistic in saying this stuff.
No.
Right, like, and
Seal and Mikey got the receipts. Why would we not want to listen to them? It'd make no sense.
Too, yo. Like look, if I just follow the public trades and what's been publicly like kind of announced, it still all adds up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean like currently? Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. Like,
Ben Affleck, he's back.
Ben Affleck back in Aquaman. Henry Cavill.
All the movies been delayed and protecting the brand and
movies being delayed, protect the brand.
Reshoots.
We're gonna change them. Reshoots. It's like, yo, come on now. Well, like, what would this be for? Like, if you
just to waste money, man, just to spend more money, why, so we can make the investors see we're just blowing money out the window. Come on.
Right.
But too, you know why we see so much Batman? Because Batman prints money.
But here is the thing, though. We are reaching that point of Batman fatigue. Look, this Robert Pattinson movie just showed you can't just have anybody play Batman and it's gonna make $1 billion anymore.
Yeah.
Or like, it's gonna just automatically mean that people are just gonna really show out in droves and be enthusiastic, right? I mean, it has to make sense. And I've been hearing this from quite a few DC fans for quite some time. Like, hey, I'm ready for some stuff outside of Batman. And, because look how many Batman we've had versus Superman. Like, it really doesn't make any sense. So,
Brandon Root.
Wait, can you guys hear me or am I breaking up? We got the good Austin in the building.
How we doing, boys?
Can you guys hear me? Am I like breaking up?
I'm breaking up too. I don't know if it's the stream or the my internet as well, but it's okay right now at the moment.
Okay, all right, cool. What up, Austin? How are you feeling, sir?
Good, man. I don't know if me coming in here just disrupted everything or what, but I got
No.
the same deal.
You're Speed Force, bro. You're messing up all day.
Came in too hot.
You're too soon. You're too soon.
My papers are everywhere.
Am I too soon? No.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yo, how are you feeling, Austin? You know, the new regime is seemingly here. I mean, it's not confirmed that Dan Lin is going to be the new DC Studios head, but it does confirm that there will be a new DC Studios head, and that that old regime is pretty much all gone now. So, how are you feeling with this news, sir?
Well, it took me by surprise, as I imagine anybody else. When it first came out, I was like, "Who?" But then that's like anybody. I always equate this stuff for me because I grew up and still do watch sports all the time, especially like the NFL. So whenever somebody's drafted, you don't know who they are from college usually. I don't pay attention to college or anything like that. So like I didn't know who was working their way up. Obviously in business it's way harder, to know who's going to be promoted to whatever. But so when I heard about him, I was like, okay, do some research on him. Who is he? And then obviously like Mikey and Sil let us know as well. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, here we fucking go. There's no reason why they can't do the Suicide Squad sequel that they wanted to do now. I feel like all the people that they brought in, they're like, hey, let's run that back. Let's get that one. And Dan Lin, man, he made, to me, like, I don't know, the Lego movie, I didn't watch it, but like it looked kind of corny, but it's still DC regardless. And I know that the Lego Batman movie did really well. I just hope,
dude, those Lego movies are hilarious,
bro.
Yeah.
I like that shit.
And he's a producer, bro. He's not a
Right.
director. Like,
right?
you know what I'm saying? He didn't write the movie.
That's true. That's
puts
true.
movies
That's
out.
true.
Yeah,
that's true.
different.
He just got it made. So that's one thing. He's got the mindset of somebody who's putting the movies out and is involved with the process and loves DC. I think that's the main thing that we are lacking is somebody who is actually interested in DC. People who had known the comics and not necessarily like you don't have to be. No, you have to be. I think if you want to have a director
had like no history with DC.
That's what I'm saying. That's like the dumbest business move ever. Like some people can convert as far like a sports again from one position to another. You can go from like tight end to a lineman or a quarterback to a wide receiver sometimes, but you ain't taking a lineman and making him a quarterback, right? Like horror movies and comic book movies don't really equate in the same way at all. Like, yeah, there's suspense and there's thrill, but you don't necessarily want to. And then he's after being a horror like movie producer and all that, like, dude, they said that the scene where Batman saw the humans turning into parademons was too dark. When I heard that comment, I'm like, who are you?
Austin.
Do you even know what you do?
Austin, hold on one second.
Free Austin.
Because look, I debuted the new logo earlier.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And I showed this off, right? And apparently they think that I got you working in a sweatshop. And Corey says, the good Austin is free. # free Austin. Austin, blink twice if Sky is making you work in a sweatshop. Help is on the way.
No, dude. So this is I said it from the get-go. I like the what's up everybody in the chat. Nice. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'm just trying to get my editing skill up to Snyder Queens too. So I know that I'm not the best out there, but I appreciate you guys for sure. Great new logo. I appreciate you guys. I like to make this shit and surprise these guys with this shit. That's like my favorite thing to do is just like 3 o'clock in the morning, just drop it into our chat room. Like, what you guys think? Knowing that, like, hoping and that they're going to enjoy it.
Waking up to it. Oh,
yeah. Like, I just wake up and it's like a new logo in the group chat. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying?
What was he doing? Oh, it was working. Yeah, I love to make dope shit and create, like, especially for the homies, and being a part of this, it just gives me like such a rich opportunity to create shit for all you guys and create stuff for us, you know. I
Corey,
was gonna say that's not fair, dude. I blink a lot. That's not fair.
Hashtag free Austin. Oh my God, right?
Yo, thank you, everybody. I appreciate it for sure.
It looks really nice, Austin.
And I'm working on Necron's Necron intro 2.0, which is fucking crazy, dude. It's crazy. I keep rewatching it, and I always get to a certain point. I'm like, all right, I gotta add a little bit more here. Gotta do something here. Gotta do something here. But I can't wait till everyone sees that too.
I can't wait.
Trey wants to know if you're a graphic designer.
No, but you can pay me to be.
Whoa.
Right.
Much love, Trey. Much love, Trey.
Dan said, well, we always know Corey is right, so Austin is being held hostage. Oh my God. Corey is wrong, man.
Hell nah. I got invited here.
Right. But yeah, so look, Austin, how are you feeling, man, with just everything that's going on, and just with it being a totally new day, like, and a hashtag new DC? Like, are you still angry with WBD? Like, you know, how are you feeling?
No, I'm not angry with WBD anymore. Like, they got what was coming to them. We knew that you were about to lose your job to the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all knew that. We all knew it was coming. It was just a matter of time. We were hoping AT&T was gonna do it. Like, can you guys just look into what's going on here? Like, this isn't good. And they ultimately just wanted to say, nah.
They just want to wash their hands of it.
Yeah, right. We're like, we don't want to. We don't want to.
Clowns are too much. Yeah.
And I think at a certain point, the people over there knew that they didn't really have any background in it, so they weren't like who. I'm sure they had conversations, and people at the old WB were like, what do you guys know about running the film anyways? Like, who are you to say this? And I don't know, you know, they're probably like, oh, fuck, we don't really know shit about that. So,
you know, that's what was happening, right? Like, because they had they're a telecommunications company. They had no history, no knowledge of anything dealing with like film and Hollywood. That's why everybody stayed on.
Right.
That's exactly why they all stayed on.
Somebody over there, though, pulled through and got the Snyder Cut out on HBO Max, which is, I don't know who did that, but they were ultimately like, hey, we might not be film people, okay? Well, we could see data, and we know data pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
And it's telling us that we got to put this shit
up. Whatever was the one who made the call to forced it on HBO Max.
Well, nah.
He was HBO Max.
It was those guys that he fired right after he took over. I can't remember their names, but no, it was these two guys that he fired. But
they were the ones who spearheaded it.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing, right? If you're AT&T, because look, we were tweeting at them and all that stuff. I mean, we were really going hard. So if they're seeing like more engagement than they've ever seen before on all their socials, right, with us going at them talking about release the Snyder Cut, they're gonna ask like, yo, hold on, like, what is this? Like, what is this that they're asking for? And they're like, oh, you know, they would have to explain that. Right? Like what that actually means. And so I imagine that this situation kind of went where they're like, yo, whatever this is, like, yo, we're gonna give it to them. Like, it doesn't matter like what y'all got going on, it's gonna come out. So Warner Brothers just kind of took that and they had to put it out, but they tried to make sure that it didn't do as well as it could by any means necessary.
That's why Zach kind of
reluctantly.
Yeah, that's why we had to market it basically, because they weren't. And we knew that they weren't gonna help. So we're like, okay. We're like, took upon ourselves to basically do that. That's the right answer. Word. Yeah, I completely agree. They couldn't do anything about it. And I to me, I always think of fucking Ann Sarnoff, bro. She probably heard that, and then when they walked out, turned to Walter and was like, yeah, but we're gonna tell him that there's nothing after this. We're gonna tell him that it's over with after this movie. Well, we'll put it out, but we're gonna tell him that. So I know she probably made some snarky ass comment, bro, leaving the boardroom.
Right, like see, right? It's done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a cul-de-sac.
You know what? I'm calling so and so right now. I'm gonna have her put an article out right after it comes out.
Absolutely.
Talking about death threats.
Right. But here's the thing about all that, right? They're gone. They're fucking gone.
The irony.
We don't have to worry about them anymore. And we got new people in there, new management. They took care of shit. They could see the numbers. They looked at it plainly, and they didn't conflate anything with relationships. They just looked at the numbers, look at the percentages, look at the bar graphs. Show me what's happening. David Zaslav always says, command and control. That's basically so he can see the facts, show it to me real, and he knows as an old businessman when someone's bullshitting them. So I'm sure that there was a lot of very stern conversation. That's why all the little pansies, the people who aren't like really business savvy, don't know how cutthroat it can be, who have been working in WB for the past couple of years.
You know,
they have
that reminds me. I used to be a traffic manager in a TV station, right? And we would have sales managers meetings, right? And so what I was in charge of the department that handled basically all the logs and the money and putting them where to put them and this and that. So I knew everything. I knew what was sold and wasn't sold. So in these meetings, they'd be like, how's NFL looking this weekend? And the sales managers would be giving all this bullshit excuses. And finally the GM would look at me and go, Carl, I'm tired of these people's bullshit. How many spots do we have open? And I have to tell the truth. They're like, you got you have 6 open spots. You just look at them and go, get them filled. Boom. That's how that shit rolls, you know.
Facts. Right. Like, yo, real talk, man. Like, yo, real simple.
Right.
I mean, didn't we just hear something similar with them talking about DC Comics? And they're like, yo, bring the financials in here. What are your biggest winners and losers right now? I want to know right now.
And these managers will try those freaking, what do you call them? Mental gymnastics, trying to explain shit when it's just really a black and white answer. You know, either it's yes or no.
Yeah.
5 or 6. Yeah.
Yeah. They can see it in they can see it in your eyes, man, when they're trying to do the mental gymnastics too. You're just like,
like
trying to think of shit, you know, like,
yeah. Shut the fuck up. I want the real answer.
You can't hide that shit when you're fucking up. You know you've been fucking up, but like you've been getting away with it.
The market's tough right now, but I think we can. No, just tell me how many you have open.
That shit might have worked with the old guys, but guess what? They were relieved of their responsibilities because they weren't doing their job.
Yep.
You know, that's how business works. Someone's gonna come take over if you're not doing your job right, and someone's gonna do it right after you. If the business is still intact and salvageable, they're going to fucking make you wish that you're doing shit right because they're going to show you how much money you can make. And that's what's happening right now. They're going to be wishing that they did this shit years ago, dude. They're going to be wishing that they stayed with Zack Snyder the whole fucking way. They're going to wish that they weren't petty.
They're going to be wishing that they never worked at WB in the first place. Let's look at Retro Nerd Girl's comment. It says, of all of the movie studios, WB properties, actors, and characters trend multiple times daily. For years, this has been ignored. Zaslav is watching all of this and knows this engagement matters 100%. But, I am glad because I was kind of worried that, I was going to have to, like, change the title and everything of this episode. But I'm not now because we got Leon in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what it do?
The assassin.
That's what's up.
Shit.
Hold on.
Cool table
What new
complete.
league, Marcus? Put it in the chat. What up, Leon? Though, how are you feeling today, sir?
Man, I'm feeling golden, baby. Feeling golden, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling on fire. I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? We got the Man of Steel back officially. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Superman Returns. Not that whack ass movie. But Henry Cavill has made his triumphant return. You know what I'm saying? Now we're just waiting to see it. It feels good, man. We in the future. The future has taken root in the past. You feel me? Straight up.
Real talk, yo.
Yep.
Real talk. Look, I'm just getting you guys' takes on everything that's been going on now, because with the recent kind of news that Dan Lin is the front runner for the new DC Studios head position, that one confirms that there will be a new DC Studios head, right? And that Walter Hamada is pretty much gone now. But two, that means that the entire old regime from Warner Brothers will no longer be there. So how are you feeling about those two things?
I feel like Abu Nas gonna have to change his song, man. It's not you about to lose your job anymore. It's you done lost that motherfucker. You are unemployed. Yeah, man. It's cool. I know there have been haters and doubters and antis and weirdo OGs that have been, falling out of the sky and crying wolf. But at the end of the day, like everybody that has blocked Zach is now gone. They're not even blocked. They're gone. So this leaves the room that Zach needs if he so decides, which, we know he has. But if he so decides to make a triumphant return, there's no excuse not to. Now it's just, we got to wait. He's filming, doing whatever he does at Netflix or whatever side ventures he has. And, Zach's a grown man. He's doing whatever he wants to do. And he's free to return when he wants. And that's the beautiful part. We won,
Hey, Leon, do you see what Corey did at the bottom? Oh
That's
my
funny.
God, man.
Yo,
He just gave me the back channel. No, I'm just
yo,
kidding.
you're foul for that one, bro. You're foul for that one.
Look. He got you right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh
That
man.
is what's up.
Shouts out to Super Bro Corey, yo.
Yes, sir. Shouts out to Corey.
But all right. What were you saying? I'm sorry. You can go ahead.
Oh no, just basically that, everybody that's blocked Zach, they're up out of here, man. You know what I mean? And for those naysayers out there that are still tripping and doubting, what's happening right now, they're doubting the fuck. What is that? Oh yeah, I feel you. Hey, shout out to Corey and shout out to Snyder Queen, y'all. I see she in there representing. But yeah, no, just everybody who don't block Zach, all the naysayers and doubters, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you don't believe Zach is coming back, who cares? At the end of the day, everybody that would be in his way is gone. That's the whole point. So even if we're over here saying, well, I don't know if he wants to come back or if he's coming back, there's no reason not to. That is the entire point. For those not in the know, he has no reason not to. Zaslav is rolling out the red carpet for Ezra freaking troublemaker, quote unquote, Miller. You don't think he'll roll out the red carpet for banger ass director Zack Snyder? Like, come on, man. The executive producer of several DC films that are currently in production, Zack Snyder. Come on, man. It's almost inevitable. For those not in the know, it is inevitable.
I have another question on Leon. Because I've been having a hard time, being upset with a lot of the moves that David Zaslav has been making, right? So, how are you feeling in that regard? Like, with all the moves that have been made I mean, are you still upset with Warner Brothers? Like, are you still, checking up under your bed for those ghosts of Hamada and Emmerich and everything, right? And
calling
the ghost
Open
of Sarnoff,
closet.
calling Mysteries
right?
Inc. to come check under my bed and calling the
Right.
Ghostbusters, Nah, man. How can I be mad at the new guys? The old guys are gone. They're up out of here. Everybody that I would be pissed off about, they're gone. I'm not even upset at them anymore. Jeff Johns is on work for hire. For everybody, Jeff Johns didn't leave. Jeff
I was
Johns
about
is
to say,
work for
like,
hire,
yo,
bro.
are we still mad at Jeff Johns? Are we still trying to like get Jeff? Yo, I mean, it's people saying, hey, they're not gonna, they won't support DC until Jeff Johns ain't even writing comic books for no more. I'm like, I don't
Well, have fun.
know what that has to do with Zack Snyder and DC movies, but it just seems like we're getting further and further away from it just being about Zack being back, right? I mean,
yeah,
wasn't that kind of the goal?
It's the goal. The goalpost has moved from people who used to claim to run the movement. The goalpost has now completely moved away from Zack Snyder, leaving room for Zack to come back, right? At the very least, that's what we got to make room for. Because for those that are listening, if you don't know business, man, the way business works is this. People in the executive level will never be terminated completely, man. That's just the facts of life.
Yeah.
Emmerich is never going to be like completely fucking jobless. He can leave Warner Brothers, which he pretty much has to a degree. He's still a producer. He has no power. He is work for hire himself. And soon enough, he'll be putting in applications if he wants to get a higher position somewhere else on another company. Emmerich is gone. He's out of here. He's got his little production gig that they gave him. Jeff Johns has been gone. He hasn't been a factor in God knows how long. You know what I'm saying? Like bringing up his name is like, I don't know, bringing up a roach that you killed and flushed down the toilet. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like not even trying to be funny. Like that's just the best example.
That's a fact. Yeah.
And everybody else
insignificant.
Everybody's been either fired or reduced to work for hire transition stuff. This is how executives work, man. Like to me, it sounds like a bunch of people that don't know how business works. And like they're a bunch of crying children screaming at stuff just to appease their feelings, you know what I'm saying? And get attention. Or to cause actual dissension in the fandom, which is something that the Cool Table has been pointing out for, a good little while now. You know what I'm saying? Because we're hip to the manipulation. You know what I'm saying? You're either you feel me? You're either being a kid or you're being purposefully manipulative. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here for none of it.
Yeah. Or you got some mental health issues and all you want to do is talk bullshit and argue with people all day, which I've ran into people like that. And,
that does exist. You're right.
Yeah. If you're just out there and you're negative all day, I'm sorry to tell you and be the one to fucking, bring awareness upon this, but you got problems. Okay. You need to fix that shit. Like you shouldn't be angry with people all day on Twitter. You have better purposes in life. You should be.
You should.
Yeah. Serve yourself to a higher power. Not even like you don't have to believe in any sort of religion, but make yourself a better person. Every day. You should go walk down the street, go outside, go do something. Like you shouldn't be on Twitter beefing.
Hey,
yeah.
You saw what Vega said? And shout out to Vega. Vega, you're right. And I do have a few of his comics. So if I'm ever at a con next time, I'm going to have him sign my shit and then I'm going to sell it on eBay. See, that's how you get him back.
Yeah.
Give me my money back.
You get him to put value on the shit that you bought and then you go sell it on eBay.
That's for real. That's a creative way, dude.
You want.
It's a creative way to get your tickets back for the Justice League, bro.
That too. What were you gonna say, Sky?
No, I was gonna say, in terms of that, like, look, I'm gonna be straight up, right? you know, did he like do a whole bunch of messed up stuff and ruin DC movies and everything? Right? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But at the same time, dude has done a lot for the comic book industry, right? So, you know, if he wants to make appearances at Comic Cons and, you know, have to face the fans and have to answer for this stuff that he did, you know, I don't mind that, you know.
That's
Go
true.
up to him, you know, if you so choose and voice your opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just keep it adult, keep it professional, and you know, I'm sure that, you know, look,
Don't
he will
attack.
he will have to answer those questions for as long as he's making these little appearances, right?
Yeah, because, you know, pretty much there are, like, the comic book industry, like, I've hung out around so-called comic book professionals. I've met, you can name people right now, and I've probably been in the same room or literally met them and had conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, from Greg Capullo to Scott Snyder to Mark Waid to Jim Lee. I've met a lot of these motherfuckers. Jeff Johns himself, I met him too. I had a fucking argument with, I'm going to name the name. I always leave out the name, but Ethan Van Sciver. I've literally gotten into a fucking argument with this dude on Facebook and then met him face to face, and he was a fucking puppy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I have zero problems with dude. Obviously, I'm just saying, like, these people in real life, they're just regular average Joes who think they're hot shit behind a pencil or a pen or some ink. But when you actually confront them and talk to them, they're regular people who are going to, you know, respond to you like a regular human being. A lot of them are timid as fuck, socially awkward, all sorts of things, right? So, you know, if I ever were to see Jeff Johns again, I'd just treat him like I did the first time and be like, hey, you know, and then I'd ask him, so what was your motivation behind, you know, destroying DC?
What was your motivation?
How'd that work out for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
That's what I'm saying, yo. It's like, you know, hey, look, if you
got any projects,
right? Yeah.
So why do you hate Zack Snyder? Is it because he's cooler than you'll ever be? Are you afraid of his presence?
Austin, you're not far from the truth, bro. Like, I can't sit here and speak like I know, but I'm telling you, man, if you met these dudes, like when I met Greg Capullo, that's a real motherfucker, man. Like, I remember me and him, we were talking for like a good 15 minutes. He was shaking the shit out of my hand. We were talking, and he's like an average height dude, kind of looked like he work out. Looks like a man's man type of dude. You know what I'm saying? He's the guy who draws for like McFarlane and Batman books and shit. Cool ass dude. Not everybody's like that guy. Scott Snyder's another cool motherfucker, man. People who just are genuine dudes. And then you get the ones that, like, they get a whiff of stardom and fame, and fangirls have given them a little bit of play and went in the bathroom and gave them a little something, you know what I mean? Like, I've literally witnessed all this crazy, weird comic book shit. So I see where they get this arrogance from. But at the end of the day, a lot of them are losers. And when they saw a guy like Jeff Johns come up in the game on some, like, I'm an executive shit, they thought Jeff Johns was going to pull them up with him. Like old girl, I'm not going to name her name because I know she's friends with somebody who is a respectable person, you know, in Still Nation. So I'm not going to name her, but she was one of the ones that thought she was going to get pulled up. And that shit didn't work out. So now those people, they hate actual industry professionals like Zack Snyder. That's all it is. Jealousy is hatred, because they're a bunch of dorks who don't want to be fucking dorks no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I agree.
They took the opportunity for comic book movies being mainstream now to, like, try and do that, you know, but they're still, I don't know. People are just weird, man. People are weird. All power to everyone being weird too, because I'm also a weird guy, but, you know, you don't have to be diabolical about your shit and try to fucking manipulate people or just do what, you know.
I've done some diabolical things. I'm sorry.
Also metal shit. No, I mean, I'm not even knocking dorks and nerds and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was in like elementary school, I was a big fucking dork in elementary school. I was a skinny bobblehead kid in elementary school before I grew into my fucking body. Everybody's gone through phases in life where they were less than in the eyes of people. It happens, man.
Some people are stuck in that phase though.
And that's the thing. It's like
unfortunately,
it's like a Napoleon syndrome where,
and that's why we call them betas, because at the
yep,
part of that you're still in development. That's what beta means.
Pretty much. Yeah, you're right. You're in development. You're on beta status. You're still being tested in the world, and you're failing. That's why you're on beta status.
But here's the thing about that though too. You have the opportunity to grow. And you might not realize it now, but eventually you will. You'll be like, oh man, I was being a bitch. There's times in my life where I could say that. Even in my 20s, you know, early 20s. I'm in my late 20s now, but early 20s, I was like, man, I was a fucking bitch. And I didn't know it back then. I thought I knew fucking what was right and what was wrong. And I was prideful in whatever the fuck I was doing that day or that week. And now you look back, you're like, man, what the fuck was I even doing? So hopefully a lot of these people come to that realization once. And someday, whenever it does happen, all the power to you.
You know what it takes? It takes self-awareness, and it also takes like being humbled by homies or family, or just looking at situations around you and then going like, fuck, I've done that, haven't I? And just kind of adjusting yourself. It takes a lot to say like, you know, I ain't the shit. And I've had plenty of moments where I've looked in the mirror and to tell myself, man, you ain't shit right now, but you can be. Stop being so fucking boastful. You can be. You know what I'm saying? Like at where I'm at now in life, I feel like I'm dope. I'm good. I'm doing my thing. But you know, never get ahead of yourself and think you're just untouchable. And I think like going back to what we were saying about Zach and these lames, a lot of them, you know, they got to a place where like you can see it, man. I wish I could transport you guys to the past of me being in this one comic book shop my boy owns. Well, I wouldn't say my boy is more of an associate, but he's all right. Anyway, long story short, and y'all just look around and see the shit that I've seen, where like you could tell they think they're above you, and it's like these are people who are buying your shit and helping you pay your rent, bro. Like, why are you acting like you above the nerds who were signing your books? You feel me?
Nerds!
Yeah, and it's like. You're a fucking nerd too. It makes you a nerd for making yourself feel like you're above nerds. You know, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah,
a weird
like,
symbiotic relationship.
Or like the head of nerds, and you know, nobody who is, you know, quote unquote cool thinks they're the coolest person. No, you know, we just think other people are cool too, and then they say that we're cool. We're like, oh shit, we're cool. Okay, you know,
like
nobody. Yeah,
you just being yourself, you know.
Yeah, I say this all the time, but an ancient Greek philosopher once said, "The smartest man in the room, or smartest person in the room, is the person who knows he's not the smartest."
Mm-hmm.
You have to have that type of awareness.
Yep.
You know, and if you can, you know, if you can hear stuff like that and implement it in your everyday life, you will start to see things differently. You will start to question other things more, and hopefully, if you are a good person, maybe you see that in yourself, and maybe you want to do even more. But if you're a bad person, hopefully you can see that you're being a shitty person and try to change that. Because guess what? Like now, to bring it all back, there's a new DC. It's not the old DC. All of the harm and all the shit that they did, all of the ways they slighted the fans, all the way that they pissed you off, that's not this company. It may have this same looking logo, but it's different. I swear to you, it's different. WB has a big old fat D now.
I was just about to say that. They got a D on it. And they about to slap that D on your forehead.
Bruh. Hey,
Skywalker News coming.
I've never heard that one. That's the new shit. That is some new shit, yo. Joseph says, hi all, just saw your live and thought I'd check it out. Hey, much love.
What's up,
Joseph? We just here talking some DC stuff, yo. This is the cool table. And, you know, and we just rocking out.
So,
But
to put a bow on that though, it's like we got we're hoping, and we keep reiterating this because we see a lot of people who are still like pissed off for some reason. Like, why are you guys still pissed off? What is going on? Now even Sil's scoop today, he's not even talking about Black Adam anymore. Like, we got that to us. That's in the bag. Yeah. Like, what's next? What's next after Black Adam? We're not hung up on the film that hasn't even come out yet either. We're ready to go to the next.
We're not biting our nails till October is.
Yeah. None of us are. My birthday is in September, bro. We all got birthdays coming up too, so we're just chilling. We're just waiting for that shit.
Yeah. Yo,
is Leon late September too, or is he early?
Nah, my birthday's on the 4th of July.
Oh shit! So you already had
right? Oh, he about as American as it gets. You know what I'm saying?
American,
born on the 4th of July, just like Tom Cruise.
I don't fuck around about my country. Yeah,
nice.
I don't play.
That's sick. But yeah, so we're just chilling, man. You don't gotta be slighted anymore. Don't feel slighted. It's a new company. Maybe they gotta wait till they see us getting taken care of. But if you can't see the signs, you're gonna miss your exit, man.
Yo, you know? Sickness is on when he said chin checks and fades humble you up hella quick. Best way to do it, hella quick.
Hey, real talk, man. Where you from, Sickness, man? You be speaking my language like a motherfucker, boy.
Sickness from the hood, yo. I know
you can tell, bro. You can tell.
Hey, I think I know what's up with them 2 C's now. You know, it's all coming together.
Basically. He don't be like, what's bracking at all. He be like, what's cracking? What's cracking, cuz?
He's gonna check your face. Humble you up real quick. That Dan says, so what do you think happens if they announce Ray Fisher in The Flash? Still boycott WB again?
Right.
To these people? No. I literally was asking that question and did not get a damn response. I'm like, yo, like, what happens if Ray Fisher is in this movie? Is it still a Hamada burger? And nobody would answer me.
You did like, get an answer. You see the answer in the chat? I just put the answer in the chat. The answer you got. That's the answer.
Crickets.
Yep. Started sounding like some birds at night or some bugs at night.
That is exactly what happened, man. Nah, it's just it's crazy, yo. It's just really crazy that, you know, there just seems to be so much angst amongst the fandom. It's like, yo, I get it somewhat, even if you want to say like, hey, WB was doing all this stuff in the past, but they're all gone. Like, they're literally all gone. I don't want to hear nothing about no Emmerich. I don't want to hear about what he's doing and his production deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Skywalker even said that like he had doubt. like he was the pettiest, his production deal. Like he said that with mad quotations.
Yo, don't you remember? Because they was like, nah, man, he got a production.
He's still there. Shut the fuck up.
He still has green light power.
They act like producers be green lighting. Right.
Unless you got power.
Straight up.
Back to the future too.
Straight up. The best of the 3.
Oh, absolutely. Yo, when I saw them self-lacing shoes, yo, I wanted them so bad, man.
You know they were selling them in stores, not the exact tech, but the replica look.
Oh yeah. Look, Snyder Queen saying it. Dan Lin is Hamada 2.0. Oh yeah, based on what? I guess it's because they both Asian, right? That was crazy.
That's so. I mean, that's
they sell themselves out with that comment so hard. It's like, bro, how are you racist, bro? Come on,
I was just about to say that the racism jump out of you.
Yo,
and you know what's crazy?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Real quick, Leon. Real quick, because we got a new guest that's making their debut on the Cool Table and on my channel in general. You know what I'm saying? But we got the homie, Mr. Il Divino Vega in the building.
What it do? Hey. That's finally on the Cool Table, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah. Yo.
Hey, Vegas sound like he about to spit right the fuck now.
Right?
Straight up.
Yo, what's going on, Vega? Thanks for stopping through and coming to come rock out with us, yo. You know what I'm saying? How are you feeling today, sir?
I appreciate the invite. It's an honor to be amongst this panel of just fine gentlemen spitting
That's
that
what's
real
up.
shit, you know. So,
What's up?
yeah, man, I'm just like couldn't be better.
That's
Thanks
what's
for coming
up.
to kick it, man. Thanks for coming to kick it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Just
Yes,
hanging
sir.
out
Yo.
here. We're just hanging.
Wait, you dropped a new single, right? Was that today that came out?
Yesterday.
Yesterday, my man's
Yeah.
dropped a new single, with you, right?
Yes. It was
Right, that dropped yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On all platforms. I checked it out on Spotify.
I was just about to say, so did I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a collaboration I did with Dev Justice. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with him. He used to rock out with the movement like in the beginning, you know. He was in the Watchmen chat, you know. That's actually how we linked. And yeah,
shout out to the Watchmen, yo.
Shout out to the Watchmen. No, low key. Shout out to the Watchmen. Like P through P is how I got introduced to Dev Justice, and he's like, "Yo, my homie here makes beats," and so then after that, yeah, it was the rest was history.
Nice.
So
fuck yeah, dude.
That's what's up.
Get the plug on the beat.
Super dope. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check that out, you know. And also, man, you know, you already know I'm always talking about that momentary clarity, man. That's like some of my favorite shit ever, yo. Like just in terms of like, you know, talent in Restore the Snyderverse community. I really think that, you know, you are one of the people that really highlight how much talent we actually have like in this actual fandom. So shout out to you. And, you know, I wanted to make sure, you know, that I told you that in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
No, I really appreciate it. I mean, yeah, since day one, you've been promoting that momentary clarity, and that was my first time ever really doing a spoken word like that. So I did enjoy that project.
Yo, y'all check that out on YouTube. That shit is like so fire, man. I love it. You know, but look. So now that you're here, Vega, you know what I'm saying? Look,
yes, sir.
Let us know, right? How is you feeling with all this stuff? Hamada being pretty much out the damn door now. You know, everybody pretty much gone. How are you feeling right now, sir?
I'm feeling as well as everyone else is feeling. I think we all have this, at least as Leon said, like for those who know, right? Because we've been known for a minute. Like, you know, Silla and Mikey kind of been putting us on game for a hot minute now. So like, but you couldn't have asked for a better outcome with the merger happening or have happened, where we're seeing the old regime out the door, you know, and we're seeing moves being made of pretty much the Snyderverse being restored, you know. So I mean, I feel great. I mean, it's just a matter of just being patient, you know what I'm saying, and letting things fall into place. You know, just let it fall into place. I mean, hey, keep promoting. It doesn't hurt to promote. It doesn't hurt to keep talking about it,
right?
So that people are,
absolutely.
You know, so keep people aware, because the reality is you know, there's our bubble, right, of Sil Nation and those who know what's going on and watching whatever. There's that bubble. We know what's up. Then there's probably the outer bubble of people who are tuning in and watching, but there's still a vast majority of people that don't really, you know what's going on behind the scenes, what to be excited for. They're confused. You know, I come across people like that all the time, where, like, you know, even when I rock my hat, they're like, you know, they still don't, you know, some people still don't even know what you know what I'm saying, what the sweater cut is, what it means, you know what I'm saying? But
absolutely.
You know, but surprisingly, I've come across a lot of people when I wear my Snyderverse hat, where they'll be like, "Yo, that movie,
Look, I love when I got my hoodie on, yo, and they be like, "Oh my god, like, yo, that's dope." Like, they already be knowing. So, you know, you're absolutely right. And I think that you know, still using the hashtag and all that stuff is super dope. And I'm never gonna tell anybody don't do that. I'm just saying, you know, in terms of like the anger and stuff like that, and the fighting, that doesn't really need to be going on
No.
anymore. But
Yeah,
with that said, very quickly, we have another guest that's stopping by the cool table right now. You know,
Oh shit!
I'm going to introduce you to. We got Super Bro Corey in the house.
What's up, everybody?
Super
How we
Bro.
doing?
What it do?
Let's
How
go.
we doing, boys?
Super Bro Corey.
Just jumping into the cool table. What's up, my friends?
Let's go. Pull up a chair, dude.
All right. What are we talking about?
Hold on, real quick. I want to get to
Yeah, I saw that. You got to.
Because Joseph is new here, right? So the comment is, do you guys think this new philosophy and direction with AT&T and Warner Brothers will be positive? They have attempted several of these transitions in the past several times, and they failed. Joseph, I absolutely understand your question, but I will say this: AT&T and Warner Brothers are no more.
Yeah.
They were bought into by Discovery, and so that's why they are Warner Brothers Discovery now. AT&T is no longer over Warner Brothers. So the team from Discovery is pretty much over all of Warner Brothers now, and they're implementing new leadership. So and on top of that, ever since they have taken over, they've been totally positive with the restore of the Snyderverse community. They've been promoting Zack Snyder projects, i.e. Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Ultimate Edition. They put out the Zack Snyder Justice League for digital purpose. For digital purchase, right? Yeah, it's just been several moves, right? As well as pushing back all of these movies that were going to go against Zack's timeline with this new Flashpoint timeline that was going to be created. And they are reworking those movies to fit in more with what Zack has going on. So yes, it's been overall much more positive, and it will be a different time than last time, because even with AT&T buying in, they kept on all of that old Warner Brothers leadership pretty much. So that's also a major difference. So yes,
Very true.
It will be different.
Yeah, the culture with AT&T pretty much remained the same once they were there, because they didn't know what to do with the studio end of it.
Yeah, they
were just
people.
Plus, they were just worried about the apps, and they were worried about HBO Max and the phone situation with AT&T, because it's AT&T. But to touch on what you said about the things that they've been doing, you're right. There has been a huge uptick of activity when it comes to representing Zack Snyder in general. We've seen more activity from them in like the past few months than we've seen from AT&T, Warner Brothers, and their entire, run, pretty much. I think they may have even outdone AT&T, Warner Brothers when the Snyder Cut came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has just been a lot of activity from the different Warner Brothers accounts representing for Zack Snyder.
Absolutely. Super Bro, with you hopping in, I wanted to get your take on how are you feeling about all these new regime changes, and with them pretty much confirming that there will be a new DC Studios head.
For sure. And so I hear what Joseph is saying. I can understand if you're not too far deep into this, that you're a little nervous. Obviously, all these changes. We've seen a lot of cancellations. We've seen, things going on. But like you touched on, Sky, they're featuring the key points that we've wanted in the Snyderverse community. So in my opinion, it's a great time to be a Snyderverse fan. Things are on its way. It's pushing forward. It's happening. We know the plan. We understand everything that, Mikey and Sil have been talking about for the longest time now. So it's like, we're cool heads right now over here. You can hate as much as you want, but we're going to be chilling over here, and we're going to be rocking it forward. So it's a good time to be a Snyderverse fan, baby. I'm excited, man.
What I posted down in the chat, that is a link to Vega's new single on Spotify. Go ahead and click that. And I'm gonna leave that up on the screen for a second. But yeah, guys, I mean, I'm really having a hard time finding a reason to be upset, Vega, right? I mean, look, like, if you were to ask yourself, right, if you were in David Zaslav's shoes, right, like, what would you do? I mean,
Right.
outside of, right, retooling what he already has to try to make it fit, right, and then on top of that, you know, bringing Zach back to kind of handle all of this future stuff with these other projects, you know, kind of thrown in the mix. I'm not sure what else he would do to different than what I would do, right? I mean, it's pretty much been the same thing.
What's the alternative? You know what I mean? Like, what's the alternative? Like, so even for, like, for people who, like, I guess don't know who Zack Snyder is, right, and the importance of him coming back and you know, putting all those pieces to that puzzle back together, you know, what's the alternative? Like, so, you know, back to, like, the question, like, the new philosophy, like, what is the alternative, right? Like, we've already seen the alternative, you know, we've already seen what can happen, what they can do without Zach. And, well, I think it's clear, like, you can't do much. Zach created a blueprint of something that just works for the DC brand when it comes to cinematic movies. So what's the alternative? Like, look at the land, even prior to that notion, look at the landscape of comic book movies. Like,
yeah,
what other directors are doing anything grand at this point with comic book movies? Like, so who is the better alternative, you know, at this moment? Like, even if you're not, you know, like, oh, who's the Zack Snyder guy? Is he good? Whatever, you know, like, you know.
You're absolutely right, man. Because
that's from Necron.
I'm being sneaky. I'm being sneaky.
Yeah. if y'all want to get your face melted,
right,
go click on that link. Get into that metal life. You know what I mean?
Put your speakers on 11.
I just clicked on it and it went fucking hard right from the beginning.
He went clicked on it, his like face gets blown back.
Get your face melted. No, but yeah, just picking up on what Vega was saying, man. Like, straight up, there have only been a few directors and a few films in DC. Generally speaking, like, we're zeroing in on DC, there have only been a few films that have been even anywhere near close to anything that Zach has done. You know, obviously the Dark Knight trilogy. Before that, I would say Constantine. I would also say V for Vendetta. They're just, you know, and, you know, there's a few others. I guess I can throw in, like, the original Superman film to a degree on the science fiction level, for what they were able to do to innovate science fiction, special effects, etc. But just beyond the technical level, just the elevation of the mythology and storytelling, etc. There's nobody like Zack Snyder on any level across the board when it comes to the genre of comic book movies. He's the only guy that you can look at and, like, you're comparing him to Peter Jackson. You're not really going, oh, I'm going to compare him to the Russos. No, you would say, this guy's on some Lord of the Rings shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Dude,
epic.
They can't even make a Netflix movie that's on par with Zach's Netflix movie.
Right.
They was just on a streaming service on the same platform as Zach blew their project out the water, yo.
Oh, yeah, that Gray thing or whatever.
The Gray Man. Oh, my God, man.
You're seeing a lot of imitations. You're seeing a lot of imitations, or trying to imitate what he does, or they think that, oh, if we do this one thing that he does, it'll appease to that audience, and it's like, it's not. No, it's
right.
Not, you got to have that full package of what he brings to the table. If you appreciate what he fully brings to the table, from visuals to just, you know, script, right, or not just him with the scripts, but, you know, everything he's bringing to the table when it comes to his movies and how he directs them. It's just on his own. He's on his own, not on his own level, but there's only, like, a very minute.
No, I think
of directors.
I would not even be mad at you for saying he's on his own level, because I know a lot of people try to call us cultists, but some of these artists have a signature. Like, James Cameron has a signature, Quentin Tarantino has a signature, Zack Snyder has a signature, and a lot of these dudes, they kind of went to like the same film schools. And to me, I've always defined Zack Snyder in my mind as someone who was kind of born of the era from like a Michael Mann, Michael Bay, even the Wachowskis, right? You get like this beautiful marriage of all those different styles rolled into Zack's own thing, because he does like the bullet time, slow motion, etc. Like he has done so many things that are born of that era without looking like he's clunkily imitating it, to the point that it's his shit now.
Good point. Yeah.
And then you find out that he went to school with some of these guys and they all are like friends and shit. So like, I don't know if you all are familiar with Jerry Bruckheimer, the producer / director guy. That whole, like, those guys, they're Jerry Bruckheimer homies, you know what I mean? That sort of shit. It's cool to find that out, like as a film lover.
Right.
Jerry was like the 90s
That's just
guy,
me nerding
dude.
out
He
on
was
film shit.
Hey, The Rock, bro.
hit after hit.
I love that movie, man.
Hell yeah, man. The Rock, man. What the fuck?
Con Air is good too. I like that.
Con Air. Oh,
Yeah,
Rocket
man.
Oh my God, Con Air. Define irony. A bunch of idiots dancing on a plane to a song made famous by a band that died in a plane crash.
Straight up.
Yo, real
Face
talk.
off.
Nicolas Cage with his hair on.
Oh my goodness, man. With the worst Southern accent in history.
Oh.
Yo, look. We got a comment from Joseph saying, thanks, guys. I heard some rumblings regarding DC Comics and Jim Lee. Is this true? I have heard it may be as major as Jim Lee leaving and joining Marvel. Look, I think everything is on the table right now, man. DC Comics has not been doing well for quite some time, yo. And, you know, people are going to have to answer for these numbers, yo. You know, and if that means that Jim Lee is going to end up leaving, I think that you'll see either one of two things happen. I think either DC will reach out and bring another huge name from the comic book world in to run DC Comics, or I think that they're going to license it out to have somebody else publish them. What do you guys think?
If I might be mistaken, but I want to say Jim Lee's worked with Marvel before in the past.
He has.
He absolutely has.
So,
He cut his teeth on Marvel, so to speak.
So to speak, right? So I mean, it's not surprising, but to your point, Skywalker, I think the point there is that, you know, the DC brand has been changing from within, and then you're seeing it onto the product. I'm not so sure it's working for them, and so it doesn't surprise me if guys like Jim Lee and maybe even other, you know, I guess legends of the game with that are working or were working with DC. It wouldn't surprise me if they're thinking of jumping ship, you know. So
Maybe,
who knows?
Maybe that's why Jim Lee doesn't know what's going on either, you know.
Yeah.
He's like,
going back to that hilarious question from
Can't be giving him no secrets. Look, Bat Dan has a question for panel.
Oh, before we get to that question, I wanted to speak to the Jim Lee situation briefly.
Go ahead.
Real quick.
I didn't let none of y'all answer, huh?
Oh no, you good. I was just gonna say, and I'll let y'all take kind of jump off of what I'm about to say. Basically, just that I wouldn't be surprised if the way business savvy as David Zaslav is, right? Wildstorm Productions is Jim Lee's baby. That's what he created when he was in Image. He brought that entire imprint from Image to DC Comics, and he sold it to DC Comics, and that's what gave him his executive position to a degree. Then he started leveling up from there, right? That's how he got his beginnings. So,
Leon with the deep cut.
So with that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if Zaslav offers him.
Leon, who are you, bro? I don't know, man. Hey, I ain't never seen Leon face. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about this dude.
That's
man.
a lie.
That's a lie.
You've at least seen it twice.
I've seen Leon, guys.
That could be deep fake, bro. Deep fake.
Oh, deep, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the Theo Knights. But we ain't gonna go there tonight. Or maybe we will. But anyway.
Yeah.
But
Nah, let's not.
But like oh shit.
Boy.
What the fuck was I? Oh, anyway. But no,
I messed you all up.
I wouldn't be surprised if David Zaslav makes Jim Lee an offer. Like, you can purchase, your characters back. You can purchase Wildstorm back just to recoup some money because David's trying to save. So I wouldn't be surprised if David tries to, like, sell him back Wildstorm Productions and then Jim Lee can move on. That would be a major fucking get for Marvel in the comic book realm. But in this era of writing, it's all trash. So it's not going to be anything. It's just going to be a bunch of woke bullshit and political bullshit, and the sales are going to tank.
I mean, look,
you know what I mean?
They were just doing that at DC, and it's like that wasn't working. So if you take that same thing over to Marvel, it's like, bro.
Well, that's what they're doing to Marvel. They're doing the same shit at Marvel.
They're both doing the same shit. That's the reality.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're all going in that direction. I mean, there's no.
It seems like DC's been in the headlines for it more though recently.
Yeah, because they're trying to up the ante on the wokeness. Like Marvel is doing it here and there with like their weaker characters, and then like they're not really fucking with their top tier. They're making their top tier characters race swapped, but DC's going all out. Like they're doing whatever, man.
Yeah, and I feel like it's almost like a
competition.
Yeah, well, not a competition, but like a shell shock coming from DC more than Marvel, right? Because Marvel's kind of always had like a foot in the woke game, it's not like they've steered away from it. DC had like a set foundation for how their characters were laid out and the way their stories are written, and it's not until recently that their story writing changed to really like bring in this woke agenda. So I think that's why it's more news, or it's more talked about, because it's like, oh man, DC is doing this now, and because they never really did that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
very true.
It wasn't so in your face, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they've talked about issues that are happening in real life, but they made it such a rich part of the story, and they didn't shove it in your face that when you were finished reading the story, you were like, oh damn, like you actually learned something. You're like, man, that I can reflect that with my reality that I see every day. It's not like the like you say, they up the ante so much that when you see it, you're like, yo, this is fantasy. This isn't even like superheroes in real that maybe existed in real life if superheroes were real, No, this is like fantasy. Like, what are we doing? And they're trying to, I don't know, like you said, like the woke game is too hard. Hopefully, though, I said this before too, to speak on the Jim Lee situation, there's going to be a trickle down, right? From when a new person is put at the top, it takes a while for their message to filtrate the entire company. They have to meet with everybody, and they do the heads of each company first. He met with everybody, got rid of everybody, put new people in charge. So those new people, they are the first people hired, and Zaslav put him there. He was like, hey, this is the message. This is what we're doing. This is how we run shit. Run it like this. Boom. And they're like, yup, you got it. And so that's now making its way down finally to DC. Yeah. And he's also like sending, he's got a team. Hey, go check out the accountant over there at DC Comics and let me get a report. Let's look over their finances now. And they see him. Yeah, they see
exactly
him.
What you're saying. That makes a lot of sense.
It just takes time for them to go through everything. But like you said, the foundation of DC is the comics, obviously, and is the stories and how they've been portrayed and written.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you can make good spin-offs of the main character storyline. Like there's a lot of things that happen in Batman's world that set up other characters, or Superman's storyline that set up other characters. That's what we've been waiting for. Like, yeah, we know the main guys, but all the other offshoots come from the main guy's story. That's how they're added. That's how characters are introduced from a main storyline, and then maybe they're interesting enough for the fans, like, hey, let's see more of that guy or that lady or that person. And then we see more of that. That's when you get a spinoff. They don't fucking greenlight spinoffs before we've even seen the comic book. They don't plan.
They're going like ass backwards with it.
Right, and that's the issue again. To bring this back,
they're
to
trying to
sports
reverse engineer success via
Right.
wokeness.
That's how. To
right.
bring you back to sports, just real quick. Sorry, Vega.
No, you're good. You're good.
Well, you don't pay a quarterback fucking more than he's worth if he's not gonna deliver. Because a lot of people get that money
Tebow?
and they don't play exactly. They don't play like they
fuck
should
you with
be on
that
the
noise.
field. So that's why
I
you
love
don't.
Tim.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Don't start with that, bro.
Nah, dude. We knew Tim
I can
Tebow was.
go. I can
Yeah.
go.
I like
on
Tim as a
about
person,
Tim
too, though.
Nah. Well, I just wanted to make the analogy. Like they've been
No, that's a
greenlighting
good
shit.
analogy.
Oh, Tim and I were like in high school, kind of like playing at like the same time, and so I would always hear about the other like nationally ranked like high school to football players, and so yeah, I was hearing about this dude. I was so rooting for him. He's a bum, bro. Don't
Don't say that.
Don't start that.
Sky, this is why we rock, bro.
He is a bum, bro. Like, stop it, man.
We may disagree about LeBron, but most sports shit we
I was
on point with
rooting
each
for
other.
that dude. Look.
But you also think LeBron's the GOAT, and that's
Hey.
stupid. Big
I don't.
And that's where Corey's smart on this. So.
It's all good, right? Hold on. I think I know why Bat Dan is asking this question for the panel.
I know why.
Yeah,
I want an answer from Corey first and foremost, right?
This is actually
when Man of Steel 2 comes out, will it be better than Top Gun Maverick?
See, I see what Batman's trying to do here because obviously I'm a huge, Super Bro Corey, obviously, but I've been a fanboy of Top Gun Maverick.
Where is your jet background, man? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? That's a good point. So I'll tell you right now, the one that I would say is most likely going to be the better sequel, Top Gun Maverick. and here's my reason why, guys. Here's my reason why. We waited 36 damn years for Top Gun 2. So there's something special about that.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I think Man of Steel 2 will be absolutely phenomenal. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a really good movie. But we were blue balling for 36 years, guys. Come on. And that was like Top Gun Maverick is damn near the perfect sequel. It is a perfect sequel.
Perfect.
There's nothing I would change in that movie. So it's going to be one that I think all of Hollywood looks at and says, whoa, that's how sequels should be made. Now, I think Man of Steel is going to be as great, as high quality as that. But obviously, with the 36 years of, waiting for it, I think this, Top Gun Maverick's going to have the slight edge.
I gotta give a little bit of pushback on that, just a little bit, because I think you're well, it's your opinion, but if I had to be critical, I think you're speaking more on hindsight. I don't think anybody was like had any high expectations for
nobody. Corey, nobody knew.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard, bro. I'm from the military, and I used to watch Top Gun all the time, especially in the Navy. Man, it's so cliche. But anyway. Top Gun's a dope ass movie, like the original. I haven't seen the sequel yet. I want to see it because it looks amazing, right?
Dude, what?
And I'm not.
Meet him right now. He hasn't seen the sequel. He told me everything I needed to know.
No. You're missing.
What?
You're missing my point here.
I don't know.
You're
I
speaking.
don't know, Leon.
Well, let me. I'm usually spitting 99.99999% of the time. Leon be spitting. So let your hair brother out, okay? So like I was saying,
you couldn't warn a brother.
Exactly. Like I was saying. So hear me out. What I'm saying is, I'm rebutting what you're saying, not the quality of the film. You're saying all this anticipation and hype. Where the fuck did it come from? I didn't see anybody banging around in the streets about Top Gun before the sequel was announced. Nobody was like, man, we got to see that Top Gun. At the end of the day, Man of Steel has anything Superman related has way more hype and anticipation than any fucking film, let alone a movie that no one was fucking talking about. before it was announced. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest here.
I hear where you're coming from there, but I think that
and again, I'm not arguing the quality of the film. I'm just talking about the hype and anticipation. That was way exaggerated. Come on, really?
But no. He didn't say hype. He didn't say hype. He said it's been 34
he said it
years.
in another way.
Yeah,
he said it in his own way.
It's been. He just made the equation. And I get where both of you are coming from, but he's just talking like it's been a longer time. So when it was announced, like no one was really clamoring for it, but when it was announced, everyone was like, "Oh shit, they're making a Top Gun 2." Like what? I know.
I don't even think people were doing it then. Nobody was. Oh my god! Everybody was like, "Oh, let's see what happens." It's Top Gun.
I agree with both of you guys. I think you guys are both right. Leon's right on the aspect that I think there are more Superman fans than there are Top Gun fans. But there is a Top Gun fan base that for sure. The moment that the Top Gun Maverick was announced, it was like there was a buzz about it, and then the moment it dropped, the quality of that film. I mean. So to Corey's point that it's amazing to see that a movie that has been like 36 years gap and somehow this sequel comes and slaps
the way that it does. It has no reason being as good as it is.
I agree with that. That is amazing, and I will give you that. Like again, I'm expecting this movie to be like one of like a classic that I'm gonna buy on fucking Blu-ray. With this fucking steelbook, it looks that fucking good. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you're gonna run out of that movie theater and have a fucking American flag cape wrapped around you.
I'm gonna glide in on an eagle. You feel me?
Because I didn't fucking think anything like that, dude. After I saw that, I was like, fucking America.
But let me ask you this, Corey.
Real talk. Look, when I left the theater,
go ahead.
When I was driving home, I felt like I was in a jet. Yo, I was all like, check out the back windows and shit, bro. Like I was on another level after I saw that movie. That is real talk.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let's compare, right? I would argue that the Top Gun Maverick hype before its release was almost the equivalent to the hype that everyone felt when Henry Cavill did not show up at Comic-Con.
I would say I agree.
Let's think
with
about
you
that for a second. That guy didn't
show
show up, and it was fucking massive hype.
But does Man of Steel 2 break $1 billion?
That's the question.
That's a great question.
I think it does.
And I'm going to say absolutely.
Here's the thing, though.
$700 million for Man of Steel 1?
The numbers will be different, though. Here's the thing about Top Gun Maverick, the sequel being as good as it is.
If you adjust for inflation, Man of Steel made like, it was like 800 million or something?
800 to 900.
I'm not arguing any of that, but here's the thing, though. I don't think Man of Steel 2, when it does make $1 billion, I don't think that it'll be carried majorly, the majority of it being carried domestically. I don't think that'll happen. And that's the thing about Top Gun Maverick is that there are so many old people who aren't on Twitter who don't make any hype that went to go see that movie. Old servicemen, retired veterans, everyone went and saw that movie. They did show premieres and movie premieres on the fucking decks of Navy warships. Like they got all the people they needed domestically to get that.
You're right.
That's what. I think that's where we miss it. Yeah, online for sure in our circle. I'm just saying. Like I agree with both of you. I agree with both of you in a way, but the way that they did the sequel though, dude, Leon, when you do see
British. And even I was like, fuck yeah, man.
Let's go.
Again, I'm not knocking it. When it came out and everybody saw it, everybody was wet their pants.
I'm saying if you ain't knocking it, then why haven't you seen it yet, big fella?
Oh, see it, bro. I would say that
it's because, here's the thing with me in military, anything, video games and movies. I've been in it, and I'm just like,
it's not the same.
It rose me different.
Man of Steel 2 though, the same chords though, if they really want to, right? Like Superman is that figure for American mythology. Yeah, and you know, and that goes back to just to revert back to that whole DC losing its way and diving really deep into this woke stuff is that they've lost sight of their core values that are the foundation of their mythology, just like any mythology. And that's the problem with a lot of these IPs that are being tainted by these new gen business types that are running the show now
Progressive.
is that they are way progressive.
Yeah.
They're
Beyond,
meddling and tainting and perversing the core values of these mythologies that exist, because that it is what they are, right? Just like Greek mythology, you can't go back and change Greek mythology to fit your narrative,
Right.
Correct.
because it's already set. The values are set in Greek mythology and any mythology, right? And that's what DC Comics is. It is a mythology. These characters are a mythology with values that that underlie who they are. And the fact that you're changing it, that's why it's not even same. That's the same thing Star Wars is. It's Star Wars. It's its own mythology. Like it's so when you're changing and twerking and you know, taking things out of the values that are set.
Not the good twerking.
Yeah, not the good twerking.
I heard that. I was like, wait, what?
Right? So Man of Steel 2, though, if they really want to, it could really strike the same chords, just like Top Gun Maverick, where if they go back to who Superman, not go back, but you know what I mean, like the values of Superman, right? Like if they stay grounded in that and they can strike the same chords, is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah,
And
very much so.
And here's the thing too. I think we all agree that Man of Steel 2 is happening in the future, but I think the question is who's directing it as well.
Wait, hold on, guys. I'm sorry, because this is my platform.
Hey, can I do the Geeks and Gamers intro real quick? Can I do it? I just want to
go ahead.
Damn, I forgot. How does it go? Where's it go? What's up, Geeks and Gamers? This is Jeremy coming at you one more again, or whatever the fuck that
Look,
talking all.
I'm not sure what this means, Brucifer, but I would like you to explain what the hell this means. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
He's trying to say we racist.
I don't know.
I don't
Because
get
we
it.
said America? I don't know.
Because we said woke a bunch of times.
I don't really watch Geeks and Gamers, so you know. Look,
I've seen a couple of clips here and there.
I've never watched a
We might have
They're good for a meme.
We might have conjured up this guy on accident. We might have said woke too many times. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, that's 20 times. I'm going in.
To go,
I mean, but here's the thing about that, right? The whole Geeks and Gamers crack, right? Listen, if that woke shit worked, the comic sales would be through the roof, bro. They ain't.
Yeah.
I mean, don't blame us. We're
Don't get
not
mad at
stopping
reality.
anybody from buying anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that might be a reality in your neck of the woods, on your side of the ocean, or wherever you may be in the world, but it's probably not your reality if you live in the United States. Just saying. I lived in 2 different states in my lifetime, and they ain't like any of the shit that I be reading, you know?
Like, I've lived in like.
You guys are gonna live everywhere, yeah. You guys
lived in too
live
many countries.
everywhere.
Yo, I've lived in lived in like 15 of the states around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you can't not. It doesn't go over well anywhere.
No.
Y'all want to know the highest selling comic books globally right now?
What?
Manga.
Dreamwalker.
Japanese.
Oh yeah, manga.
Dreamwalker.
But yeah, like manga. The stuff that makes Japanese anime.
Yeah, dude. There's
And they're very traditional.
Yeah, they stick to the point. Don't get all
Yeah,
weird
right.
on you. Yeah.
Dudes are
story.
dudes and all that good stuff.
We got 4K here saying I think Man of Steel 1 is too divisive, and it would hurt Man of Steel 2 reaching Top Gun 2 numbers. I think it's actually the opposite. I think that since that movie has been released, it's only like increased in popularity and in like, you know, actual status. And so I think a lot of the people that didn't get that movie have also grown up a lot too.
They come around to it and figured it
that
out.
movie came out, you know, damn near 10 years ago. So they're a lot older now, and I think that movie actually has found a soft spot in a lot of people's hearts that even didn't like it to, you know, kind of closer to when it came out.
It's my favorite solo superhero film. It's
oh, dude, it's so great, dude. I had my lady rewatch it with me.
Snyder Queen.
At work, yeah. And she was watching it with me, dude. And when his dad dies, like I just looked back to see, because I was like sitting up, I didn't see her face. I looked back to see how she was reacting, and she was just bawling her eyes out. I was like, yes, dude, this movie still hits. Yo.
Wait, hold on, real quick, Austin, about the Miles Teller getting hives because he had the jet fuel in his blood.
That's crazy.
Did you guys hear about what Tom Cruise told him?
Nah, what do you say?
He was like, "Hey man, I got jet fuel in my blood." He was like, "Bruh, I was born with it, kid."
Straight up. That is such a Tom Cruise thing to say. I mean, it's true. This motherfucker runs in every movie.
Bruh,
Yeah.
they said, "Yo, man," like, because he was trying to ask him, like, "Yo, has that ever happened to you?" He's like, "Bro, I was born with it, kid."
That's what's up.
Jet fuel in my blood.
That's an OG. Yeah, that's an OG.
That's some
way to
OG
put that.
talk right there.
Lynn,
Yeah,
I am really going to need you to see Top Gun Maverick in theaters, though, big fella.
Oh, trust me, it's on my to-do list.
Oh,
Get
dude,
on it, big fella.
So good,
For
bro.
sure.
So good. And
Yeah,
you know, there's
dude, on
actually
the big screen.
there's a
Mhm.
couple of
It's
good
good.
laughs that you'll have too while watching that. Like,
No,
there's
it's
still,
literally like
Yeah.
it's a great movie. I
Great.
damn near cried.
I would recommend-
Damn near cried.
I don't know
I'm
when the
crying
last
each
time
time.
you watched Top Gun is, but I would recommend watching that before you go
Yeah.
see Top Gun Maverick because that's what I did, and I was
Man,
like,
I
when
got
it
the
started, I
original
was just
Top
like,
Gun
oh.
burned into my
See-
memory. I
Okay,
could
word.
literally recite every fucking.
You remember how it
Trust
starts?
me,
and
when I was in the
everything? Like,
Navy,
yeah.
when I was in the Navy, that's my God.
Word.
My God, it was like every time we looked at the screen. I remember before we went up on the flight deck, it would just be playing. I'm like, why the fuck are we watching this again? It was crazy, man. Yeah, but Top
Well,
Gun
what-
is the
what
shit.
did you do in
I
the
actually
Navy?
own it too. I did a lot of shit in the Navy. I was a aircraft mechanic. I was an aircraft.
Nice.
I was corrosion control specialist. I was a quality assurance specialist. I was
Cool.
I was a brown shirt at one point. That's how I started, a brown shirt, which is the people that are on the flight deck. They basically guide the aircraft
I
to the
was just
runway.
gonna say, they don't know what that means, Leon.
Yeah, it's called a plane captain, quote unquote.
Yeah, when I
more
hear
like a
brown
nickname.
shirt, I think something else. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, trust me, they treated us like shit.
Mhm.
That
Oh shit.
we're
Yeah.
like we were the grunts. But it was a good humbling experience to come from the bottom and have to work your way up respectfully like that.
Word.
Right.
That's
But yeah, like we got
movie.
respect from the pilots like a motherfucker because we have to be the first people to pick up on damage before the plane takes off.
Mhm.
And we have to pretty much like
A lot of
clear everybody out of the way to get people in to do work. And then I became one of those people that did the work, and then I became quality assurance. So yeah, I did a bunch of shit in the Navy.
That's crazy. Did you get seasick when you first were out there or nah?
Nah, I love that shit, man. I had homies that did, but
He got jet fuel in his blood, Austin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Swear to God, I think the guy would say it, but maybe as an exaggeration. I don't really think I did, but this dude was like, "You saved my fucking life," because there was this fucking big ass jet that had like a satellite on the top of it with giant propellers, and it was blowing our asses off. And I caught what they call a pad eye, and I grabbed his ass too. I don't think he would have fallen off the flight deck, but his ass definitely would have went off on the edge and hit the fucking the stairwell area. That shit hard as fuck.
Oh, so that would have hurt for sure. Yeah.
I told him, I was like, I probably didn't save your life, bro, but I definitely saved your ass from a hospital. Seeing the corpsman, as they say.
Right.
Having to go to sick call and shit. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
there you go. Seeing the corpsman and sick call, exactly. The medi guy.
Right.
You look back at that plane, you're like, man, fuck that plane. God damn, big ass plane.
Yeah, for real.
What was your favorite plane then, Leon? I know. I'm sorry.
He's in his cockpit, bro.
I worked on
I'm
straight up. I worked on the S3B Viking, so I have an affinity for the S3B
Super
Viking
bro going
because
deep.
Nice.
we do the
Bro, going deep.
straight up go deep. Shout out to Peely. We used to fuel the jets that you are sitting in there, sir. Nah. But my favorite jet is the fucking jump jet, man. I forgot the technical term for it, but the ones the Harrier jump jets. I love those, man.
Okay.
They just
Hold on, Leon. I just
what's
thought
up? Mm-hmm.
you be working on flight decks and shit, and you didn't go see this movie.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You literally just
Bro, I'm telling you,
He don't want to see work again, bro. He don't want to see work
man.
again.
I've been there, man. It's like to work on at the time, the third most dangerous working area, quote unquote, on the planet. Not like dangerous as in like war zone, but like working environment. You know what I'm saying? Like the third most dangerous. Like seeing that shit, and that shit's crazy. It was so fucking thrilling though, dog. Like,
Well, you hit me up when you see this because you're gonna be shedding tears, bro. It's beautiful.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
like yo, and it's funny because like I was never like really like a big crier when I watch movies, and now it's like extreme acts of like brotherhood, yo. Like, oh my God, it just like really gets me. And this movie got one of those, and I was saying like, oh my God. And
Well, if you
like,
endorse it, bro, I gotta check it out because I'm jaded as fuck when it comes to the military. You already know.
No, it's like
Fuck me, right?
It's one of them ones. It's like probably one of my favorites. It is one of my favorites. It's up there with like Black Hawk Down and like Active Valor. Yeah,
that's what's up. Because I own like the military movies that really hit me. Like I own them bitches because they feel authentic and they're not trying to sell you on propaganda bullshit.
Well, now I need to
saying?
know what films are we talking about here, bud?
Yo, you gotta watch Active Valor, man. That's what I tell people. That's like
Oh,
the most
Active Valor was a
realistic
real good
military movie I've ever seen.
Active Valor was a real good.
Facts.
Absolutely.
They had
Absolutely.
like real Navy SEALs in there. That's why it looks so authentic. It feels so.
That movie, I can't watch that movie anymore because that shit literally gets me emotional. Because it's fucking real. Like they're real Navy SEAls.
Hurt Locker?
And if you've ever met a Navy SEAL in real life, my nigga, they scare the fuck out of you. You want to meet Batman? Meet a Navy SEAL. It's like they carry an energy about them, bro. I walk past them and they look at me, and I had to get that same energy, and then they salute because you know they're officers, and then sometimes they don't salute because they're like, man, we fucking soldiers, you know what I'm saying? Just shake my hand type of shit. That shit's so gully, bro. The energy they carry. You know what I'm saying?
Those are men, dude.
Hell yeah.
The Terminal List? No.
Terminal. That sounds so familiar.
Oh, I haven't watched that.
Amazon Prime. The Terminal
Yo,
List.
Never been downrange, dude.
Chris Pratt. One with Chris Pratt, right?
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yo, so to bring this back to Man of Steel, though, I hope
my God. I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole. Look, hold on. Look, I didn't need to touch on this, bruh. Man of Steel 2 gonna be better than Top Gun 2, bro. Look, I was trying to Corey Cap, you know what I'm saying, and all that.
I was about to switch back to Fortress of Solitude. No, I ain't no more.
Bruh, ain't no way, bruh. We've been waiting for a follow-up between Superman story. He's gonna actually probably be that whole, you know, the whole fucking good Boy Scout fucking now, you know, that everybody's been waiting for, right? Everybody been calling for him. He gonna save a cat out of a tree.
I get it, bro. Superman's my favorite. I get it. I'm just telling you the news now.
Hey,
I'm
man.
telling you the news now. You're gonna be like, you're right, Corey.
Dude, we better. Cause like, look, look. What if we get a Smallville fight 2.0, but like on steroids, bro? Like that's not ain't nothing in Top Gun 2 gonna catch that, bro.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
Developing Man of Steel 2
Smallville on me now too.
He went from nah to that would be tight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dropping Smallville on me.
That Smallville fight.
Somebody, yo.
Oh my God.
You can teleport, bro. I love it.
Right. He is everywhere, everywhere, all everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, what I wanted to say though about the army thing though is that the cool part about Man of Steel, and Superman in general, Superman represents America in a lot of ways, and it always has in the comics. He's always been telling people to be American or all American or whatever, and he said in Man of Steel, "I'm as American as it gets." I grew up in Kansas. He also interacts and fights with the U.S. Army in that movie. So I hope that they bring that back, I don't know if it was the Marines. I think it was the Army though. I hope they bring that back in Man of Steel 2 where he's fighting with the Army, because that's kind of like not, they don't have to be a huge part of it, obviously, if there's fucking like aliens and it's Brainiac, whatever. But I got fuck me.
Oh yeah, when I was like Sky endorsed.
But I hope that they do that again, and I think that'll give people a reason, like veterans and stuff, to go see it. Like, hey, they're representing Army and American military in there. Let's go watch it.
Don't play games with me, General. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I mean, that's why I said that it can hit the same strings as Top Gun Maverick and some.
Right. That's when you said that I wanted to mention that, but we went down a fucking rabbit hole.
Bro, Tom Cruise ain't Superman, bro.
Corey's like, I don't know, man.
Corey's thinking about it.
Dude, Tom Cruise hit hard though, big
Hey,
fella.
technically, Tom Cruise beat Superman. I mean,
Bro.
Right? That's also true.
Oh,
I
shit.
Mean,
y'all really going there? Y'all doing this? We doing this right now?
We go down the rabbit hole, big fella.
it was Justice Superman, but it was still Superman.
Technically, right? I know, right? Mustache gate.
Sorry, I just had to fucking do
Mustache gate.
Yeah, that shit was make believe.
Straight up. Hey, that shit had a perfect meme when he was like, why do you have to make this so fucking difficult?
Right. Look, he said the Air Force too in Man of Steel. Yep, they had the Air Force, they had the Army, they had everybody in there. Yo. Jack always been on this coming together thing. He's been setting it up since the first movie. Like, yo, it was gonna take everybody, right? The world had to become a Justice League. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's gonna happen again, just in a little bit different way, you know.
For case in Superman 0 into record. First Bruce, then Tom Cruise.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Y'all get off my boy Calvin.
Hey, Mons, y'all ain't got to boot 4K. It's cool. Don't do it. But if he slip up one more fucking time, no.
I wanted to ask Vegas, because I'm not sure if I know or if it's even out there. Who's your favorite DC character?
My favorite DC character?
Yeah, if you have one.
Yeah, no, I probably put it in the chat earlier. It's definitely Batman, and I feel like that's cliche to say now. But
he was like, "Yo, I'll never get Batman fatigue."
Yeah, exactly. I never get Batman fatigue, but I can't. But doesn't mean I don't want to see more DC characters. I definitely love to see more DC characters. But Batman has always been. I mean, since I was a shorty, I was drawing, and I don't know if I'm not old, but I'm kind of old. But in school, they taught us the whole you like to draw like certain things, and then you, like if you did it with like the post-it, like the flips, you can like make like a action.
Like a motion.
Yeah, whatever. So I used to do that, but I would do like Batman little comics, and have them like fight people and do the and then you cha. Since I was a shorty, it's always been Batman.
Yeah, great cool. That's sick, dude. Yeah, and you want to see Batman interact with other characters, obviously.
Yes, definitely. I mean that's why I appreciated BVS and what Zach was doing, because I mean it was very it was true to just how it even happens in the comics, you know what I mean? And especially because I was a fan of the Justice League animated series, so like that's the same way it goes down there, right? It's Batman and Superman.
That snuck that shot in, right, of like them all putting together with the sun kind of behind them and everything.
Very Justice League animated series.
Purpose. I was half expecting to hear the animated music a little bit in the movie. I was happy to see that. I was like, oh shit, are we about to hear this shit right now?
That shit being like
somebody's done it already, where they're like they take that clip and they added the Justice League animated series theme song, and it hits. It hit.
I did the same thing though. I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah, the Justice League animated series, I think all of us have watched, and we all grew up. That went for a long time. It was super successful. So what are you gonna
4 seasons?
Yeah, dude, and they had crossovers as well. So
there were like 20-something episodes each season too. I think like 22 episodes per season.
It was a shit ton.
And it was
on Netflix too, when we were all like got a Netflix subscription. That's one of the things that I always watch: Justice League animated and Justice League Unlimited. After that,
Yep.
And Batman was interacting with all of these characters. That was like part of you, probably your favorite part when you're watching that. Like, see Batman give him a one-liner real quick.
Oh man, because he's like schooling them. You know what I mean?
All
Like,
the time, dude.
he's always schooling them. You know, and it's like, and then he's like just this guy. You know, I think that's what draws me about Batman. Is like he's this guy amongst gods, and he's like still like schooling them. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, like that. I think that's what you know, like that's what gravitates me, but like I think that's what makes it even cooler. Like this guy's just a dude. I mean, not that he's just a dude, because he's definitely not no normal dude, but he's a man, you know what I mean? And then you got these other characters that are like they got superpowers and they're gods in their own right, so to speak. And he's like, so what? You know,
us as just normal humans, like, oh shit, if you can emulate his tenacity and his smarts, like you could be
and his immense resources.
Right.
That's part of it too.
Yeah, but Batman is the pinnacle of human achievement.
Exactly. Exactly. That I couldn't have said that better. And I think that's what draws me to him.
Yeah.
Fun fact about the release date of Justice League, the original, is November 17th. That's the same release date as JL, the original Justice League animated series. Zack Snyder did that on purpose.
Wow. Leon, who do you work for, bro?
Right. You know.
I'm just like an encyclopedia of all this dumbass shit, to be honest.
Hey, look,
you know what I'm
saying? Real quick, because I want to do a roll call of favorite DC characters, because I know Corey is Superman, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, Superman.
It's Tom Cruise for him.
It's Tom Cruise now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You try to tell me, Leon,
it ain't even Tom Cruise. It's just Maverick.
True. Got to get it right. It's Maverick.
Right. So, all right, we got Superman / Maverick. We got was it Lobo for Necron?
Lobo second. It still got to be Batman. Yeah, Batman got me into it, but then Lobo. He kind of fits more in my personality.
The best.
All right, and then we got the Flash for Austin, right?
Yep.
Okay, and we got Batman for Vega, and we got Leon is Owlman.
No, it's actually the Dark Knight, Batman. Definitely Batman, for sure.
So, well, what do you, Skywalker? Batman?
Well, come on, man. Definitely Batman.
Come on. Yeah. So that just goes to show you, though, why they always put out Batman shit. I mean, out of 6 people, 4 of them are all Batman.
Straight up.
Right.
I mean, that's why I said there's no such thing as Batman fatigue. You know, but we definitely can use more superheroes.
Okay, watch this. All right. Let's say they kept doing the Ben Affleck Batman, right? Are you going to go see the Robert Pattinson Batman #2?
Hell no.
All right, so there is a such thing.
Well, but that's also, but see, that's also why I said in that same comment, I said, what I say? I said, I don't have Batman fatigue as long as they stick to who Batman is. The problem with the Batman is that that's not really Batman. You know what I mean? Like, that's my issue with the Batman.
Vega, you better tell us.
That's not really Batman. You know, like, and you know what? Like, that can exist in its own universe all day. You know what I mean? All day, but that's not the real Batman. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, you know, the Bruce Wayne was definitely not Bruce Wayne. The way they did Batman wasn't really Batman. So yeah, I'm
gonna sum it up for Vega. The Batman ain't new DC, you know what I'm saying? That's that old DC. You know? Real talk. Hamada Burger Special. You know what I'm saying? Literally had a burger that came with it. We literally manifested a burger for a Walter Hamada project. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
Yeah, you're right about that, though. I mean, it wasn't Batman at all, and I can only imagine how you guys felt when you went to go, if you saw it, just watching that shit. Like, yo, what the fuck are they doing to the character? What are they doing?
Yeah, no, it was very disappointing. Very disappointing. Like, and it had potential, but they really missed it.
I'm not gonna lie, yo. When he yelled at Alfred right after Alfred woke up from that coma, like right after he almost died for him. Bruh, when he yelled at him right there, I was like, yo, this is insane. I'm like, bruh, Alfred almost died for you, homie. Like,
You're fucking yelling at him. Yeah,
he wake up from a coma, and the first thing you do is you start yelling at him.
Hey,
like, dude,
he was a whole
You're a
hoe for that.
liar.
He was a whole entire hoe for that.
I was like, bruh, this is insane, dude. Like, I didn't get it. And I was like, yo, I'm not, I just wasn't interested. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I totally get it, man. That Batman can be, hey, it's funny how that's the one in the Pocket universe now, right?
Right.
Yeah. Tables have turned.
And it's gonna be Nuns Worlds. Eventually, it's not gonna fucking exist. I mean, why would they put out another Batman project if it's not gonna be the real Batman? Why would they do that? They're not gonna undercut themselves with their own fucking shit. That makes no sense to do a duplicate like that. They're gonna put out Ben Affleck's solo film and then they're gonna do the Batman 2. That doesn't make a lot of fucking sense. Why? Why did Reeves just sign a deal with Warner Brothers, but it wasn't specifically for DC? Because they're like, hey, we appreciate you. We know that you had plans for the Batman 2, but we ain't doing that shit. So we have to fucking, do something else. If we still
take
want
this other contract, you know what I'm saying? So you can do some other shit.
Yeah, we still want you to make shit for Warner Brothers, but we're gonna relieve you of the responsibilities of Batman. No hard feelings. Go make whatever you want to make. Go make whatever you want to make, and they pushed him out the door. Like, oh, see you later. We got plans for this shit.
Yeah, go ahead and go make your Penguin HBO Max series. Yeah.
Right.
As my brother Trey can attest, I am, like, as a Superman fan, I am overly critical of Batman. So if Batman doesn't, Trey always hears things like hero support for me. He's just there to cash the checks, So I'm always trashing Batman to Trey. So for obvious reasons. But finally, when I saw Ben Affleck was coming as Batman, Trey was like, oh, I don't know, man. I was like, dude, he may be the first Batman that I actually respect. And sure enough, it's Batfleck is the only one that I respect. As a Superman fan, it's the only one that can compete with the Justice League in a true way. All the other, don't get me wrong, so like Batman 89, Keaton's Batman, love him because he was my original, the Batman that I grew up with. But Ben Affleck's Batman is the first Batman that I could be like, all right, you're a part of the team, not hero support.
You can actually hang in the DCEU with these other mythical godlike people.
Yeah,
I couldn't see, Batson or.
Can you imagine Christian Bale standing in front of Henry Cavill, yo? Like, it just, you would never believe that he would be able to beat him.
Literally, oversized shot broke my back.
He would never give it to an ordinary Bruh. It's funny. I actually didn't mind his Batman voice. I feel like it got progressively worse as the movies went on. Yes. And by the time in The Dark Knight Rises, when he said, you would never give it to an ordinary citizen like that, I was like, oh, this is reached comical levels now. Like, it was just, you would never give it to an ordinary citizen. I was like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Wait, I saw Joseph had a question here that one of us can specifically give some proper insight on. Did you guys hear that the Batman's movie script was stolen from Chris Wozniak? Chris Wozniak sued Matt Reeves after lawsuit officially filed. Zaslav signed Matt Reeves and teams to a new contract. Well, one of us on the panel, Leon of the New Geeks here, actually interviewed Chris Wozniak. You know what I'm saying? It was one of the first people that really got him on the internet to tell his side of the story. So, Leon, if you could speak on that, and also, just you might want to put a link to that video in the chat in case the people want to know where to find it at.
Word. Y'all can hear me clear, right?
Cool. Yes, sir. Do that.
Excellent.
Shit.
I had to take out my fucking headphones. But yeah, man. I did not know he was suing per se. I don't think he's actually suing yet. The last I heard directly from him was that he took his situation to the FBI. Like, that's how serious he is about it. And he's currently waiting to hear back to see, exactly how far he can take the situation. But yeah, no, we've definitely heard about it. And, as far as I'm concerned, he makes some compelling points. I think the thing that'll slip him up is he's dealing with Hollywood. This is not the first time this has happened. So they already
sure it won't be the last either.
And it won't be. It's happening as we speak. But they're prepared to dodge everything he has. But the thing about it is, what I've told him is what he already knows is that he needs to take this up to the mountains, man. You know what I mean? He needs to take it up to the mountains.
Right.
So
already on it.
Yeah,
to the mountaintop.
That's another link to the Bat channel.
You know what's funny? I appreciate you, Corey, because I literally was thinking, I was like, watch my dog Corey put that link in.
We got you, man.
I appreciate you, man.
As Skywalker said something, I saw Corey's head look to the right. I'm like,
yeah, you saw that, right? I was like, Corey already in motion. You know what? I'm about to go see Top Gun tomorrow. Nah.
I don't play it. I might go see it
That's why
with
you
you.
say Corey that. You go see Top Gun Maverick.
Right? But yeah, shout out to Chris Wozniak, man. I hope he finds an outlet that'll really make some noise on this. And I hope he gets a hold of David Zaslav, because I think David Zaslav, he's in the giving mood to the point that he doesn't want to do another sequel to the Batman. I don't think he really wants to. I think he's looking for an excuse not to, because he wants to funnel all the money he can towards DC projects that adhere to the 10-year plan. You know what I mean? So hopefully that happens. Because the Batman sucks.
Yeah, very real with that though. Saying that because he's looking for any reason to get out of it. Why wouldn't he just take that? Be like, oh, so he plagiarized a bit of this, and this is kind of like a ripped off version of the Batman. That's why when he was directing it, he didn't fucking know what he was doing really with the story, because it wasn't his. That's why it was so fucking wonky. That's what I take from all those accusations. Like, it makes a lot of sense. So yeah, he just gotta make some noise, and he's fighting a good fight, Chris Wozniak. I think that's one thing that is really cool about.
I gotta double check the links from Corey. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
legit. Hey, you want to know why it's legit? Because ours is hashtag the Bat channel with Skywalker. I told you, big fella. Why are we still messing with this, bro?
I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
I'm waiting for it, buddy. I'll update.
4K maybe.
Wait, what does Snyder Queen want to watch soon?
No.
Nope.
Nope. Oh, that's what I haven't seen that either. I'm late on movies, man.
Sky gave us
super late on movies. So
yeah. Go check out Nope. You know what I'm saying?
I just went to the movie theaters yesterday, and I don't know if you guys are fans like I am, but I saw the new Dragon Ball superhero movie.
Oh,
Shit,
how was that? I was thinking of seeing it.
Dude, it's crazy. It's obviously it's in Japanese, it's subtitled, but it's fucking worth it, man. I brought my girl.
Is it? It's subtitled?
Yeah, it
I
is.
think there's dubbed versions out there, you know?
I don't know if it's playing in the theaters. I just went to the theaters and saw it, purchased my tickets. It was in theater 1, which is crazy to me, and it was all in Japanese. But it's kind of cool at the same point because I don't know. It's like you can just see the subtitles anyways. It's perfectly translated. You just look down quick, look at the shit. But it's a great movie in its own right, and there's some shots in there where I'm like, yo, I feel like that was Snyder inspired. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's not a lot, but some of it I'm like, wow. And this movie, it brings you back to original Dragon Ball, like the first series. There's a lot of hints and story writing into the original series.
Are they taking it back to the Nimbus clouds, bro?
They don't have the Nimbus cloud. They can all fly.
Hey, they kind of need to because Dragon Ball got too OP, bro. God dang.
It's
Like Goku got gray hair now at this point. He done transformed everything.
universes.
They
now.
ran out of colors. Motherfucker with the blue, red.
Super Saiyan 4, God tier,
Yeah, man.
Uber.
Oh, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's crazy.
Ultra ego. Now they're
Ultra Instinct. Yeah.
Super Saiyan, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Like, damn, motherfucker. You everything.
very entertaining, and it's to me it's cool because the original guy is doing it again. Like Dragon Ball GT.
Oh, Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, it wasn't Toriyama. GT.
Yeah.
Leon, who you work for, bro?
No.
Oh man,
Way too fast, bro.
who you work for,
Off the
bro?
top
I
of
don't
his
know,
head,
man.
bam.
Bro, when I was a jit man, I was a jack of all trades.
When I was legit, I love that Florida language.
I was playing ball. I was drawing comics. I was like trying to mac on girls. I was all over the fucking place, man. So it's just absorb information left and right, man. Just stupid shit.
And that's the thing about this dope art is that you can really dive into it if you want, and like see the creators, see how the sausage was made. You know, how did they do this? How did they do that? And the cool thing that I like about Dragon Ball is that it's evolved. You know, the King Kai. Yeah. Dude, that'd be sick if we could just go chill there. But you can see the progression from the early 90s until Cell Saga was hey, guess what? Go see this movie. You'll be delighted to know.
Hey, Cell Saga was and the Boo Saga.
You definitely got me. Like,
I love both of them.
Yeah, dude. Go watch it. They bring it back, bro. They bring
Bibbidi
it
bobbidi boo, bro.
but in a different
4K say I wasn't touching grass. No, I was smoking it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Chopping down them trees like a good fucking lover's man. You feel me?
That's one of the things that we grew up with, just like Justice League animated. So to see that now in the movies is very cool. To see the progression of it, to see it continue to go, and that's one thing that needs to be emulated over here on our side in Hollywood is the original creator. They are the one who made the foundation for the stories, and they are the one who's going to be able to drive it forward because they will continue to think of new shit. They'll be able to take these other stories that already exist and make them new in a way and show you them in a new way, an adapted way that they can show on screen. It's going to work, and the story is going to be rich, and it's going to be full of different metaphors and parallels, and you're going to be able to dive deep into content. You're not just going to see shit where you watch and you're like, yo, what the fuck was that? You're going to watch it and be like, yo, what the fuck was that, dude? Like, oh my God, that was sick as fuck. You're not going to be disappointed by this shit anymore. It's going to be
Have you seen Brawly, the Brawly one?
Yeah.
Yo, that Brawly
one was
one, the
better?
second one was dope.
Brawly. So the first one isn't. I don't know if that's canon anymore. The second one is canon, and they have.
I'm talking, the newest one that was in theaters.
Yeah,
the Brawly one.
Yes, that one. Brawly is in this movie too.
Which one? Which one's better? That Brawly one or this new one?
Is Brawly in the Snyder cut? Hey. Oh, bro. We went way off in the Dragon Ball.
We are. We talk about
Top Maverick.
While you're bullshitting, the next move should be Zack Snyder directing Dragon Ball. Shit.
Hey, I've been hearing that too much. I keep hearing people say, "Hey, Zack should do Dragon Ball." He should do that after he's done with DC. As long as it's after DC, then I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Basically,
that
Live
would
action Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
That would be insane. I don't know how the fuck they would pull that off, but it would be insane, dude. Just the power up this with Superman. When you see him like go to lift off the ground, the floating rocks and shit, just imagine when Saiyans are powering up. Like that would be crazy. But that's the thing about us being Snyder fans and his signature style, like you guys were talking about before, is we see his artwork and we want him to make these other things that we like. Like, yo, what if you did this? And that was the main thing that I felt when I saw Man of Steel, in BVS. I was like, yo, what if he does the Flash? Like, oh my God. And you saw what he did with the Flash, you know? So that's why we all want him to continue working in DC, because he does these things so well. And other people want to see their favorite characters made.
Hey, what's that? What you got?
Yeah, I'm just reading some books, man. I don't know what the hell you are talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't watch no Dragon Ball
See, that's
Z.
what I'm talking about. I was like, bro, look at Necron don't know what the hell he's going on.
Necron said,
He over here like,
I don't know what.
he over here like Nimbus Cloud, Kai, like what the hell are these?
He's
That's
like, I
all
don't know
about,
what the
bro.
fuck that is.
Fucking Cobra. You talking my language.
Wait till me and Leon start doing Cowboy Bebop shit. You guys are really gonna be lost, bro. You guys
Yeah, hey, nah, but that's gonna be on one of y'all channels. Yeah.
Hey. No, is that Cowboy Bebop slander? I hear a little bit in your tone there, boy.
Hey.
Come on now.
Nah,
You
man.
can't be
I
doing
like
that to Cowboy
Cowboy
Bebop.
Bebop. You know, hey, look, I actually love the intro a lot too.
Hell yeah. Tank.
Super
shit
dope
go hard.
intro.
bro.
But look, I want you guys to put your last questions and comments in the chat. I'm gonna be wrapping this up within like the next like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So look, I just want to go around. I'm gonna start a little bit out of order because Necron's been out of the conversation.
Yeah,
you know,
bad
like the past like fucking 30 minutes. So I want to start with Necron. Corey, wait, did you look at Necron all crazy?
I did. I was just like, where you at, Necron? Where you at, buddy?
I was like, maybe I'll put on that new Game of Thrones. I haven't watched it. I'd put it on the other screen over here.
Yeah. Look, yeah. How are you feeling with all this stuff that is going on, man? And are you angry at WBD right now? Right? Is your blood boiling, man? Are you trying to take to the streets? You know what I'm saying? And
I'm so pissed they're doing everything I wanted. Man.
Fire David Zaslav. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if it ain't a public execution of David, of Emmerich and Hamada, I'm not happy, dude. I want to see them. Come on,
Zach got to be the one pulling the trigger.
Yeah, Zach. Ben Affleck with the executioner. Come on. Yeah. What these people want, dude? Everything we got, man. Right? Shit.
Even then, they're like, he didn't hit him right in the head, man. He hit him in the chest.
Hey, put a couple more in there, man. Make sure he's dead.
Double count.
They said they want Jeff Johns not making comic books.
Yeah, trying to cancel people, bro. They just want to.
Hey, they want Jeff Johns to go into foreclosure, bro.
Yeah, they want to put him in the Phantom Zone, man. Send them out.
They want Jeff Johns not working no more. I'm hearing it don't even matter if Zach comes back. Like,
yeah. Dude, did you believe that one? It doesn't matter if Zach's back. What the fuck? What are you doing, man? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I can't wrap my head around that, and I'm not even gonna try, dude. These guys are, I mean, so far so good, man. They seem down. They're doing what we want. They got rid of the clowns. They're hiring Ben back. Henry's back. If you saw Sil today, Sil just basically said, "Hey, y'all need to stop worrying about Black Adam. He's in it. We're talking about his next movies and what he's doing." So apparently, he got a contract. So, nah, man, I can't wait. I'm happy to be a DC fan again. I'm tired of being irritated. Happy again. Right? I'm happy.
I'm tired of being mad at DC properties, man, and just looking at them and be like, my God.
Drunk on bourbon every day.
Okay.
So I'm
do that face again, that Ryan. He's like drunk on bourbon.
Drunk on bourbon. Remember when we were drunk on bourbon all the time? All this stuff. Good Lord, they were coming up with some
habit because of that shit, dude.
Nah.
Every damn day.
We're good, dude. We're good.
We're good talk, yo.
We got DC to go see, bro.
New hashtag new DC.
Hashtag new DC.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. Look, I want to go next to Austin. How are you feeling, sir? You know, with everything that's going on. Like, are you upset? Are you like, angry? Are you trying to go grab a pitchfork? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
Nah, dude. The only pitchfork you need is for putting marshmallows on and roasting these betas, bro. roasting these little marshmallows. You know what I'm saying?
Roasting those marshmallows.
Hey, shout out to DC Talk. VR Troopers is classic. Yeah, we are VR. I remember VR Troopers.
What?
Right.
The bootleg Power Rangers, yo. I remember that.
Hey, and they had another one called Beetleborgs. You
Big
remember
bad
that one?
Beetleborgs.
Yo,
Yeah, so y'all don't know nothing about that.
Deep cuts.
That's too old for me. But yeah, this new
Ain't
stuff.
nobody talking to you, Austin. Get back in the
Yeah, young whippersnapper.
If you need help, Austin, blink twice, man. I'm telling you, I'm here to help.
But yeah, dude, there's no reason to have any hate towards this new regime. What have they done? Well, if they canceled your project, I understand why you mad, okay? But unfortunately, business is business. If you underperforming, you delivering weak storylines, you're gonna get ousted, and that's just how it is. If you're not performing at your job, they will find somebody to replace you. There is enough humans on this fucking earth. Well, they'll get somebody to do your job better than you're doing it currently. It's just how it is. So there's no remorse that you should be feeling towards a company being a good company. I'm sorry if whoever was fired, whatever was canceled, if you had personal feelings towards those, hold no courtship in the realm of business. Okay. It's about money and it's about numbers. It's not about feelings. Okay. It is about who you know. That is how you get your jobs, but it's not the end all be all. That gives you an open door.
Cash, man.
Yeah, it doesn't give you a contract. It just gives you an open door. So I'm feeling happy, man. They're making good business decisions. You said this all the time. Make it make sense, and none of it has recently. The past couple of years, the only thing that made sense was finally getting the Snyder Cut out. And after that, it wasn't too long before things weren't making sense again. And we're like,
hey,
what are they saying?
The world only makes sense if you force it to, Austin.
You forced it. We forced
real talk.
that shit too. But anyways, I'm very happy. I said this before, and I coined it a couple of streams ago. We got DC to go see. They're giving us quality product again. Foreseeably, it looks that way, and we're not gonna have no head cut. We're not gonna have no bullshit. We're gonna have good entertainment, and the characters are gonna be represented in a way that is golden, like the golden age that we had in the comics. I think we're about to get in cinema. There's no reason why they can't do what has been done before in the comics and build the foundation for this universe here. You know what? Too, they also get to see how Disney is going off the path now and how they're losing their focus. Like they got to a certain point and then they had no plan. Yeah, we have a 10-year plan, but I imagine that there's another 10-year plan after this first 10-year plan. They're not working on that right now, but 5 years in, they're going to be working on it. Because that's the issue with Marvel is they had no fucking clue what the fuck they were going to do after Endgame. They had a little bit, but they didn't really know. They're kind of like, oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? They're fumbling the ball. Right. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we are WBD shills. I'll take that.
I'm like, yo, that's what we've been wanting to do this whole time. I've been saying, like, yo, get it together so I can give y'all my money, dude. Like,
we want it. So I would say, at first off, before we've seen any of the movies, and this might be a hot or a freezing cold take in the future, but I would say thank you WBD for being a business. That's all I wanted. I didn't want it to. Them to, literally the one thing that sucks is when you see DC properties and they suck. You're like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? It is hard to mess these characters up because they're written so well already. So when they fuck it up as bad as they have, it just makes you feel like I could do this job better, and I have no business acumen in my fucking repertoire. So the fact that we're getting good shit, they're making good movies, man. Stop hating. Have some hope for the future. Have faith. Or else you're going to be looking like a big dumbass once you're fucking flip-flop sides. And you're like, oh, man, WBD is the best. And we're going to screenshot and be like, this you? And it's going to be
good.
Right. But and much love to Vega and Superbro Corey for coming through for sure. Thank you guys.
Oh,
For
man.
Oh yeah,
Thank
man,
you
you guys are
guys.
great.
Yeah, no, thanks for having us, man.
Yeah.
It's always cool being a part of the cool table.
Always
Much
cool to be part
love.
of the cool table.
Much love, yo. Yeah. Well, look. For reference purposes, first of all, I dropped a link to Vega's
Let's go.
single, right? With you back in the chat. That's for Spotify. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all
Appreciate it.
head on over there and check that out. All right. But Vega, I want your take, yo, on like, how are you feeling about all this stuff, right? I mean, are you grabbing your guns and getting ready to head out the door and go hunting? Like what's going on, man? Like how are you feeling?
Well, I stay strapped, so that's regardless of whether I'm gonna do something crazy or not. So, let's just keep that in mind. But no, I mean, these guys said it best. What's there to be mad about? Like we're receiving nothing but good news. As I said earlier, like what's the alternative? Like what other route is there to go other than just let's get back to what we had, that was setting the tone, setting the universe that he was building, right? Like the fact that they even went astray from that is just still mind-boggling to this day. But well, we're here though. Zaslav's doing good business, and he's making the moves that matter. And so and clearly that's like, let's get back to Man of Steel, BVS, Justice League, and build off of that, like, and let these guys do their thing. Everything else that they have in mind, I mean, and they could have easily had they just once they released Zack Snyder's Justice League, like if they were to say like, yeah, this was successful, this is what they want, we're going to keep building off this. Yeah, we got all these other projects, but don't worry about it. But this one right here, we're going to stay focused on this as well. And this is the main continuity. This is the main universe. This is the actual, DCU, whatever. If they would have just said that, I think we all would have been fine and been like, all right, cool. Yeah. Like you do whatever else you want to do, but this is what we wanted this whole time. And this is what the majority wants, but they didn't, and they shot themselves in the foot with that. I think, I mean, not even I think that it's known, right? But now we're here, and it's like, all right, well, Zaslav said, screw these other projects you guys got going on, or whatever vision you guys had in mind. This is what we should be doing, and this is what they're doing, and I'm happy, man. I'm happy. If, like I said, I stay strapped. If there's any shooting going around, it's celebration shots. You know what I'm saying?
Straight
Just
up.
celebrate. You know what I mean? Come on now, man. It's a good time to be alive, man. Be happy for what they're gonna do. It's anything that they've canceled, like backer project, all that stuff. Like, look, they got paid. Who's to say that they don't bring them back as the characters and say, hey, we want to do something else with you guys, and all that's fine, and and everything else that they have in mind. Like I said, if they just build upon this universe that this guy was starting to build and allow his universe to be the blueprint for everything else they're gonna do, I see nothing but success for them coming. So and just great DC films for us.
Absolutely. Vega, it's always a pleasure to interact with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank you for pulling up to the cool table and coming on the platform. You know what I'm saying? For real. This is big, and I'm sure that the chat really loved having you over here. So
keeps it real, man.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. You know what I'm saying? Momentary clarity. Go check that shit out.
If you didn't know, now you know.
That's my shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. So next up we got Leon. All right. You on mute still? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm good to go. What's good?
Yo,
What's good?
Leon cock block ready to rock. All right. Let him know, Leon. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Are you ready to start boycotting WBD? You know what I'm saying? What's going on, bro? How are you feeling right now?
I was ready to boycott until you said the D, man. When you said WB, I was like, whoa, they back? What the fuck they back?
He said they back. Nah, Warner Media. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, that was.
Oh boy,
Lord
my
have
boy.
mercy. That's what they said. PTSD. Remember that? What the trauma of Warner Media.
I couldn't go outside
Oh,
for 5 years. Oh.
But nah, man, I'm good, bro. Like, it's so funny. Like, my whole mental about it is I'm way in the future mentally every time I think about this shit. Like, I'm so far beyond Black Adam, bro. I be thinking about, like, yo, Zach is gonna do Justice League 2 and 3. I get hyped.
Dude, I keep thinking about The Rock being in the Zack Snyder movie, bro. That's what I keep thinking about. I'm like, yo, that shit's gonna happen. Like,
bruh.
can you imagine that fight scene, bro, when Zach gets his hands on Black Adam?
Bruh.
Zach just directing Black Adam character, dude.
He brings so much elevation to characters, bro. Like
Yes.
Look what he did with Joker, right? And them shots were done like they weren't even in the same room and shit. That's just crazy, bro. Like, Zach be on some next level filmmaking, man. Like, he I don't know, man. It's just that's the thing. People don't put enough respect on this man's talents because people think the CGI and VFX departments run away with shit. No, he's hands-on. He's on the phone. He's doing the notes. I want this way. I want this firing that way. I want that. The VFX company.
He loves that boosh shit, right?
That boosh. That's a classic right there. Deep cut Snyder fans. The different VFX companies, they were like, yeah, man, Zack Snyder's one of the few people that really like worked hand in hand with us with this VFX shit. Like, he was very adamant about talking with us and getting them hyped and shit. Like, that's cool to know because you know that it's really his films. You know what I'm saying? And then when you see the behind the scenes work of something like the Smallville scene, where, like, when you look at it, you're like, oh, it's CGI. It's practical as
somebody
fuck.
say Smallville.
Basically, right? That's where Corey's from. Basically, right? Yeah, that's what's up. It's like it's mad practical effects, and then you see like some CGI that complements it. I love that about his films, man. You feel like you can touch it, like you're there, you know? So with all that being said, I'm way in the future just thinking about what he's gonna do with future DC. Like, I have to pull myself back and go, wait. Calm down. It hasn't happened yet. It's WBD. We're on that shit. Like, relax, don't get too hyped. But that's how hyped I am. Like, I don't even think about Jeff Johns. I don't see how people do that shit to themselves, man. Like, I got no time to be thinking about Jeff Johns and Hamada and Emmerich.
Toby Emmerich, right? Like, and Sarnoff.
This shit is
bro,
nuts.
somebody literally brought up Ann Sarnoff, bro. I was like, oh, dude, come on, man. Like,
where you been?
When Ann Sarnoff wrote the article.
That was the most we heard from her, was that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when she was there, she wasn't there. And then, like, she peeked her head out and was like, fuck y'all, and then left. And then came back and got fired.
Yeah. Just so y'all know, it's still fuck y'all.
Right.
We didn't want to put this out in the first place. Don't ask for no more.
She was like, thanks for the letters. I didn't read them. Thanks for the flowers. I threw them in the trash. Thanks for the chocolates. I ate them. Fuck you.
He's like,
fuck Zack
thank
Snyder.
You, pero no thank you.
Right. Hey, that bitch went Pac on us. Fuck you. Fuck your homies. Fuck your wife. She went in. But, you know what I'm saying? But we got her ass back. But, you know, long story short, I ain't got time to be thinking about it. I don't even remember these motherfuckers until some of the OGs in the fandom bring them up, like they're ghosts haunting them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't get y'all, man. My ass is, I have to calm myself down for how hyped I am. That's how much I'm on this Seal Nation, Watchmen, and shout out to the motherfucking Watchmen.
Oh my god!
Shout out to the motherfucking Watchmen.
Hey, y'all, who watches the Watchmen? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, we laughing because y'all don't even fucking know.
Oh yeah, y'all don't even know, man.
Yeah, some shit we say for
hint.
y'all, but that one was for us.
I'm not even gonna hint. I'm just gonna keep giggling like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, shout out to the motherfucker.
They thought it was just me.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? Y'all thought it was just me, huh?
And
Yeah,
for those listening and want to clip shit, shout out to Peely motherfucking Swain.
Oh,
we rock
shit.
with Peely. We rock with Peely. That's right. That's right.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Yes,
And I'm
sir.
not even gonna say I may not agree with everything he said. I don't give a fuck. Think I agree with everything he said. That's my nigga. That's how hard I rock with Peely, bro. Fuck that. Peely woke motherfuckers up, man. But anyway, I digress.
Sir.
Shout out to Watchmen. Shout
South
out to
Charlie in the building.
the Cool Table. Shout out to Still Nation. New DC. You know what I'm saying? Which means we gatekeeping. Yeah, I said it. We gatekeeping. If you're on that anti shit, it's a wrap, bro. We got no time for you. New DC going forward. We positive, man.
Yes.
We ain't on that weird shit. We're
I was
not on
about to say
no
no more
goalposts.
weird shit, yo.
Yeah, all that. Zack Snyder needs to come back and stand on one leg and twirl 3 times for me to accept. No. Fuck all that. we here for these DC movies. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be exciting. It's exciting times, man. I relinquish the mic.
Pass the feather, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's why there is only one thing.
Straight up.
That's real talk. Yo, Super Bro Corner, you know what I'm saying? Look, I want to know, sir. Are for you ready to go start a flash mob and go take over the streets? Like, what's going on, man? How are you feeling?
Flash mob,
bro. I thought you were anti-Snyder with me, man. I've been looking for you out on the streets. Where you been at?
Hey, man, yo, I've been somewhere cooking up anti-Snyder rhetoric. That's what I was
okay. So that's okay. So I'll see you in the streets in a little bit. No. Hey, I get it if you were upset. I get it. I get it. You know, if you loved Batgirl and you loved some of those other projects, you always wanted to see a Batgirl film. I understand why you're upset. I get it. But here's the thing. Trust the plan. Zaslav said he wants a 10-year plan, and I agree with what Good Austin said, which I do think we're going to see a lot of different phases, you know, a lot of things in the future. You know, they're going to structure this extremely well. So if you wanted Batgirl or some of these other projects that they canceled or whatever, I think it's in your best interest to wait and trust the plan. He's obviously, remember, protect the brand. We know what's coming. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Batgirl maybe down in the future with Zaslav and everything like that. But by then, it should be an amazing time. You know, a lot more amazing movie. Like, what if you know, we see a little bit of a Batgirl in you know, Batman, make the Batfleck movie. You know, Batman v Deathstroke. You know, bring her in the right way. You know, trust the plan, protect the brand. That's what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm thinking that's going to happen. So, no, I'm just going to.
How about we get a Batgirl that trains under Batman?
Right? Right? Let's get it the right way.
There's a novel idea.
Right? Like, how about we, you know, we're about to have a Batgirl that never trained under Batman, and then
that's crazy.
Getting tutored from a 70-year-old man who was still bad. I don't know. Just
I trust the plan. I trust the plan of what's happening, and I'm chill right now. I'm gonna stay chill.
In Zaslav, we trust, man.
Man,
he hasn't given me a reason not to yet.
Right. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Right. Look, I mean, look. People have asked me, like, "Yo, Skywalker, are you gonna go all gangs in New York, start like twist style and started fighting in the streets?" Like, no, bro. Like, you know, I'm not upset with what's going on right now. I feel like all of the right moves have been being made, right? And I can't help but feel the way that I feel, right? If I'm not upset deep in my heart and in my stomach about what's going on, then I can't get on the internet and start to protrude that onto you guys, right? So, because look, if I'm feeling good, I want you guys feeling good too, and I'm not gonna be trying to grift you guys. And I make no money from this whatsoever, you know what I'm saying? So like, if this is a grift, it ain't working. You know what I'm saying? So, because like I was bringing that pouring money putting into it. You know what I'm saying? So like, hey, but I just really want everybody here to just have a sense of relief, that hey, we did a lot of fighting up until this point. I feel like the fighting is not really necessary anymore. If anything, we can just turn that focus into promotion, right? If you're really just upset, like, just focus that energy a little bit more into promotion. And I feel like, that would go a long way, because, being upset and getting in these Twitter fights and YouTube fights and stuff like that is just really not necessary, especially when, we're getting what we're getting, right? I really do want people to focus on that. And just kind of not let yourselves get so caught up in all of this, manufactured infighting. So, look, does anybody else have anything to add? Oh, wait, hold up. Austin, you got anything coming up, sir, real quick, that you want to let people know about?
I have a new video coming out real soon. Also, I have a little series that me and Leon have been talking about. If you have never watched Cowboy,
hold on, let's just announce it so we can put some pressure on y'all to start this shit. Because I'm tired of seeing this in the group chat. Y'all ain't to start this shit, so we're gonna announce it tonight, and we're gonna put some pressure on y'all. Y'all tell
That's too much
Leon and
pressure. I quit.
Austin to get this shit started. All right.
That's too much pressure. I quit. I can't handle it.
Tell him what it is, Austin. Tell him what it is, bro.
It's gonna be a Cowboy Bebop watch party, because most of y'all probably never even seen it. One of the greatest animes of all time, maybe the greatest. The greatest. Exactly. So we're gonna watch it with y'all, and on my channel, it's gonna be the watch along, and like we're gonna do. It's only 26 minutes long an episode, so we're gonna do two episodes, an episode of the stream, and watch it with y'all. We'll have it set up so you guys, if you don't have it, you can watch one of our streams that we have. We'll get you invited in that. We'll get the lowdown, we'll get that all worked out, and then afterwards, probably like a day or so afterwards, we'll have a stream on Leon's channel, which will be a deep dive into the episodes that we watched, all of the things that you may have missed, all of the next things to look for in the next episodes we have coming up, and you guys will be able to ask your questions and be like, make parallels, whatever. We'll just have a big general discussion on Leon's channel afterwards, just so we can get the most out of this Cowboy Bebop. There's only one season, right? So we're going to get the most out of it for each of us, because we both are huge fans. And when that happens, this whole stream is going to be turned around, and you guys will see what the other wall looks like. I'm telling you, it's not comic books. It's all top shit.
Ooh,
all
that's cool.
Shit.
That's cool.
See, guys? See, and now they're going to put pressure on you. Just like Marcus Cruz keep telling me about this damn Xbox stream. That Dan keep getting on me about talking about Star Wars. I got people talking about this damn boxing stream, that I haven't done yet, right? Because once you say it, then they remember it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad Austin and Leon, because y'all been talking about this shit for too long, and I've been having to hear about it, and I'm sick of it, and I want y'all to get this shit started. So y'all in the chat, Retro, Boy Wonder, DC Talk, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get on Austin and Leon's case, just like y'all been getting on mine, all right? And y'all, hey, where's the Cowboy Bebop stream? So now I can go through those comments and put them on and ask you guys. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Yeah. And that's the thing, though, too. It's good content. Like, how we went into different rabbit holes about different shit. Top Gun, Dragon Ball Z. Like, this is good content that you guys, if you're in the chat and you're watching this now, you probably agree with a lot of the same tastes that we have. And you're like, oh man, I fuck with them because they like Snyder's shit or they like this. And I agree with their opinions on a lot of stuff. That's how it is with Cowboy Bebop. That is my favorite anime of all time. So come watch it with us. Two of the people on this panel have seen it and love it and think it's the greatest anime of all time. So come watch it with us. Come enjoy it. It's a great story.
And I'm ready for the deep analysis, man.
That's why it's on your channel.
I got this plan, man. I got this plan where I'm trying to.
Oh, let the people know, Leon. Right? Let's just get it all out there, bro. I don't want to say it too much on the air because I don't want to give anybody ideas. But I'm gonna try to rope in some other Cowboy Bebop fandoms here and there that I've seen to try to get on and watch with a brother and watch along. You feel me? So we can get more viewership.
Hell yeah!
I got some shit cooking.
Yeah, dude, I know that.
Nice.
You know how I be getting down. Out of nowhere, I have an interview with a guy who is trying to sue somebody for their fucking script. So you never know.
Yeah,
dude. Coming out of nowhere.
You get a deep cut for it.
Hey, nice. All right. Let me shut up because that was a little bit of a flex. That was a shot at me, y'all. Just so y'all didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Just in case y'all didn't know, Leon threw a little shot at me.
This man Sky was on my ass to put out a video. I was like, okay, you want me to do that? All right, cool.
Like, bro,
I didn't even know I was gonna come with Chris Wozniak.
Vega, I was telling this dude for months. I'm like, Leon, you gotta put a damn video out, bro. You gotta put a video out. You gotta put a video out. And then all of a sudden he just dropped this shit like, oh yeah, Batman Gate interview Chris Wozniak.
It's like a video, bro.
I was like, you want me to drop a first video? I got you.
I was like, okay. And then he dropped another video the very next day. I was like, oh my God, 2 videos back to back. I'm like, dude, all right, cool. I'll shut up. You know what I'm saying? All right. Vega, you wanna let the people know about anything that you got coming up, sir, before we get out of here?
For sure. Well, definitely more music. You're gonna see more music coming out. Some with features of people you know within the movement.
I just dropped the link to that new single once again. You know what I'm saying? Hey, real talk.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, the cool table. We like giving W's to the homies. That's how we get W's.
No, appreciate it for sure. It's love. It's love. Nothing but so more music for sure. And I low key went live right before you went
cool
live.
Table intro.
Oh,
hell yeah!
Sorry about that.
Look, listen. If y'all really do want like intros, I'm always down to collaborate. So like, holla at me. You know, if you guys got like beats or instrumentals for me to like do something to it right quick, whatever, and I'll hone in onto whatever your channel brings. I mean, you saw what I did with the coffee talk intro, like. So that's what I do, man. That's what I do. Like, music is my thing. So
I see Sky, man. He want to say something, man.
Bruh, like, dude, y'all look, Vega, you have no idea, bro. Like, we be dropping bars.
Hey, let me say something real quick. That intro to my my video, the New Geeks.
Yeah,
we whipped that shit up in like less than an hour. Like. He did the visuals, Austin. I had that beat already cooked up. I was like, yo, Austin, I need you to give me some visuals to this beat. And this motherfucker, Austin, I didn't tell him what to do. Based on that beat, this motherfucker cooked up visuals that I've been thinking about in my brain.
Wow.
He was missing 2 pieces, bro. I literally was like, what the fuck? I had to check all my communication with him. I was like, I didn't tell this motherfucker shit.
Yeah.
And he did exactly what I fucking wanted. Because like I wasn't gonna be a beggar. I was like, just give me what you got, brother.
Right.
This motherfucker did. It was like, yo, God is real.
Word. Yes, he is. I was just thinking about that when he said he want to collab. I'm like, yo, you throw something in there, I'm gonna have to drop a fire visual for this shit. I think it would be cool too because that's like the audio representation of what Still Nation is, right? They'll hear you on Coffee Talk, and when we start Cool Table, they can hear you over here too. Be like, yo, it's the same guy. Yeah, dude, because we all fucks with each other. That's why, you know. That's the
Yes.
representation of Still Nation is everyone supporting each other. Everyone's down for each other, and we're all just repping each other's shit.
They don't even be
100%.
knowing, man. You know, they don't even be knowing who the Watchmen are and who they ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, hey, y'all better get with it. Y'all better get with it.
The Watchmen is where it's at. Like, dude, I've been with the Watchmen for like a long time now, and I've collaborated with a lot of guys through that, and now I came across you guys, and like I said, y'all want to work, y'all want to collaborate, let me know. I also do got my own videos that I'm gonna start doing. I used to do them like I did them like a year ago. It was called the Chop Shop, where like pretty much anything's up for discussion, whatever whatever we talk about, whether it's movies, politics, faiths, religions, culture, anything and everything. Like that's what we're there to discuss. So I'm bringing that back up. So I mean, if you guys also like to talk about just anything in life, I'll holler at me, I'll holler at you, whatever, and we'll get it going. But yeah, I'm bringing that back, the Chop Shop. That's
let me know.
And I got more ideas with that too that are going to be coming in the foreseeable future. But it's going to be dope. It's going to be dope.
Hey, creators create, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, have a cool table on, bro. We'll come talk some shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. I'm scared to ask Leon this. Leon, you got anything coming up that you want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Outside of the Cowboy Bebop thing. I might really turn around. He got like a Ray Fisher interview for the line.
Well, shit. Yeah, I guess the cat's out of the bag. I got Yo, could you imagine? You know what? Now you got me. You know what?
Hey.
Put a pin in that. Anyway,
I might do it.
Pin that down.
Shit. But yeah, I did have an idea. I actually want to run it by Sil. I had an idea. I was cooking it up tonight. I was like, damn, that would be dope. I wonder if Sil would be down for that. So I just have an idea. I'll just say that. And other than that, other than the Cowboy Bebop thing, other than the idea I have, I just got a couple of ideas and shit that I'm brewing. I don't really have anything I really want to say because I'm not trying to get nobody in my shit. I'll tell y'all later, but just be on the lookout for the New Geeks channel. It's a slowly growing channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm a stubborn motherfucker. I'm not the type of guy to just put out anything. I'm stubborn as shit. I'm kind of like Austin in that regard. Like this motherfucker's meticulous as shit. You know what I'm saying? Sky is the workhorse. He don't give a fuck. He'll jump on the couch. He just starts spitting. I respect him on that.
Bro.
And I feel it because there's some shit that you just got to get on the camera and just say fuck it. You know what I mean? We all gonna be on that pretty soon. Just on some like rotation of having conversations with y'all on our different channels. You know what I'm saying? Because I like that the podcast and cam type shit. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the viewers to show that we're humans, you know what I'm saying? And not just edited shit.
Yeah.
But I'm really itching to like edit and get down to the nitty gritty. It's just I don't got a lot of time to do that shit between, having a lady, having a fan, having a career, all that bullshit. It kinda, you know how that shit goes.
Yep.
Especially the lady part. Like, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do this sometimes. She be getting mad.
Yeah, bro. I hear that. I'll be mad. And I just see her looking.
I'm gonna write her a letter.
You might have to. You might have to.
I'm like, yo, we just for a little bit. Let's just see where this goes. You know, she
gonna do you like Ann Sarnoff did Snyder Cut Community. She gonna be like, I'm gonna eat these chocolates.
Thank you, but no.
Dude, got me so hard with the thank you, pero no thank you. Dude,
she gonna be like, tell your boy I didn't read this letter. Chocolates go hard.
My lady be checking her watch.
Oh, I know. And Necron, it's funny. That's why I'll never pick on you about it because I feel you, dog.
I feel
you, dog. I be getting text messages and
I know my phone.
All right. Hey, the other night she was like, Leon. I was like, oh shit. I was embarrassed. I had to mute it. I was like, oh shit, they didn't even hear it. Or maybe y'all didn't say shit.
Yeah, dude, that's how it is though. I mean, we got lives, man, and that takes priority. So sometimes you may not see me or any of us like in a chat or in a live stream because we got shit to do. We're handling real life shit like everyone else should be doing. You know, we don't.
But I do love this shit though, because I love brotherhood and community, and I do miss that because, like, you know, my other homies, you know, they spread out, bro, across, because, you know, military, they spread out. They all over. I got homies in Arizona. I got homies in Venezuela.
Always spread out,
Yeah, man. So to get a little brotherhood going on, that's dope. Creators, you know what I'm saying, talking about some shit that we all relate to. You know what I'm saying? We been in the quote unquote trenches of the Snyder Cut community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Try to fight Alfredos every day, dude. It's like
my goodness. Yeah. The Garbos of the world.
All right. Yeah. Hey, man, look, and then the higher we got up that Mortal Kombat tower, the stranger we got. You know what I'm saying? But look, I say this, Necron. You know what I'm saying? Look, you got anything coming up soon, sir? That you want to talk about right now?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be hooking up to do another record show with some guys in the metal community.
Nice.
I'm gonna drop some names. Maybe some of you'll know what I'm talking about, but I'd be fucking surprised if you do. But this guy Mike Abominator from Ruin, California band. He's real cool, dude. He might come on.
Hey, California.
Yeah,
and he's from LA too, actually. Yeah.
Nice.
You know what?
Dope.
Hey, you know what? See, I might just link up with him, Necron, just to really stun on you, bro.
Oh yeah. I've been on tour with him too, so you can hear some funny shit.
Nah, because if you already met him, then
yeah, he's my boy. And
I was gonna take pictures like TPZ and be like, man.
Make me all mad, jealous. That's my friend.
Hey, I'm gonna cut that out. You know what I'm saying?
It's too late. They're gonna snip it. They're gonna send TPZ. You gonna start a whole other beat, dog. It's gonna be.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. Go ahead, Necron.
Nah, that's about it. Oh yeah, my split record with the German band Omega Vortex that comes out October 21st. International. We got a Irish label from Europe, Invictus, American label Dark Descent for in the U.S. And then we got this one label, Goat Throne Records. They're doing the cassette version of it. So,
whoa, that's cool, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna have all formats eventually: CD, record, and cassette.
Yeah, if you guys have never watched one of his record shows, either on Necron's channel, it's really cool. It's not just metal shit either. They'll break out some.
Yeah, I tell the guys they can bring out whatever you want on, man.
I mean, and like,
is it for like vinyl records?
Yeah, mostly, right?
Mostly, but wow. I mean, that's kind of restrictive. I'm gonna tell them just to do with it. From going forward, they can bring on whatever.
I'm about to say, because if it's vinyls, I might fuck around and pull up. You know what I'm saying?
You can pull up.
Yeah,
it's really cool because and it's usually people that you don't know, but people who just enjoy music in general, and you know that they're authentically like musicians, and they tell you what they like. So, if you're ever searching for shit, like I always think there's so much music and stuff in the world that we pass over a lot of it, and a lot of stuff was also made before we were even born. So to be able to have the insight that Necron has and his friends do on the music in general, like put yourself on, go watch that shit and listen to the stuff that they're listening to. It's very cool. What I think. It's a dope show format as well.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Sex,
you better PR to me. It happens, Corey.
Hashtag it happens. Yeah, baby.
Right. That is what's up, yo. Corey, Super Bro Corey of the Bat Channel. You want to go ahead and you want to let the people know what y'all got coming up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. We've been doing a lot of fun stuff over there on the Bat Channel with Trey. We've been doing a lot of watch parties lately and enjoying everybody who's been coming out for that. Been watching some movies that aren't really heavy hitters too. Like I was surprised how many people showed up for the Patriot with Steven Seagal watch party. That was pretty cool. And then obviously Prey and stuff like that. But we're about a month away until Andor drops, so we're looking forward to bringing back the Delta Squad for that. And then have some cool projects coming in the future. I know we've talked to Necron about Monsterverse and everything like that. So. We're doing some fun stuff, branching out a little bit over there, and having fun.
Cool beans. That is what's up. Yo, Corey, I want to thank you as well, man, for stopping by here. It's always a pleasure when, we get to have you on the platform. You know what I'm saying? You're always welcome to pull up on the cool table.
I appreciate that, man. It's been a blast. And dude, I love being on the cool table, but dude, we've been chilling all day, Sky. We've been chilling all day. This was a fantastic day, bro.
No, y'all don't know, man. We was playing Battlefront 2 earlier for like
Nice.
hella long.
Yeah.
For hella long.
4+ hours or so. Yeah.
Nice.
Putting in work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
we about pull an 8-hour day together, Sky.
Hey, and you know what's funny? I don't even play video games like that long anymore, but we were just having so much fun.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm gonna just rock with it. Fuck it. Like
It's the longest I played in a while.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
fun. It was a good day. I appreciate you guys being here. Love all y'all. It's been a blast.
Much love, man. Much love.
For sure. So look, for me, I want to say, what I got coming up pretty soon is, y'all know as we popping in and out with the live streams, we gonna be doing this watch party pretty soon. We're not gonna do Akira first. We're gonna do Dark City first. All right, and I'm thinking about somebody that I want to have on the panel to watch Dark City with us. I'm gonna see if you're in the chat. Don't spoil who I think you know who I'm talking about. No, you should know who I might be talking about. So don't spoil it. But I'll be reaching out to you soon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to try to bring a guest on to watch Dark City with us. Because I think that'll be super dope. And I'm gonna keep it from the cool table too.
Man, I already know who it is.
Same here.
No, you don't. Y'all don't know nothing.
Yes, I do.
Y'all may
Look me right now and tell me I don't know.
I know.
Y'all don't know.
I know.
You don't. But anyway, this is always super fun, yo. And just in closing, I want to say, look, just for me, I'm loving this hashtag new DC. That's the kind of energy that I'm pushing. I don't know if we wanted the old DC to stay around, you know what I'm saying? But I'm really glad with what's going on right now. So, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for showing up. This has been my pleasure, yo. Thank you to the entire chat panel. All y'all been dope, and we gonna get at y'all next time. All right. Peace.
Peace.